Oh, Mr. Beast is cut off.
Oh my.
Hey guys, welcome back to the OBZODACT.
Part.
Fuck, Mr. Beast is cut off. Hold on.
Part. Fuck, Mr. Beast is cut off.
No, it's not the part. There we go. That looks fine. As long as Mr. I know, maybe down a bit. Get Mr. Beast properly in it.
Mr.
Is Mr. Beast still going to be relevant by the time we upload this?
I mean, if it took you as long as it did to edit the last maybe.
I mean, he's at least he'll be relevant in the sense that he's
A paedophile.
a pedophile.
No,
I wasn't gonna out him for that.
No,
I was
like preparing for the future.
That's what
he
he will
is.
be. Okay.
Yeah.
He isn't quite into it yet, but he's gonna get into it soon. You know. Kieren, who's messaging
Sorry.
you? Jesus Christ!
Sorry, everybody. So we're 2 minutes in, or like 1 minute in. I'm already checking my phone. Yeah, fuck you, Oliver. Fuck you. What are you doing?
So, Mr. Beast, you know, I think he's gonna be, you know, by the time we upload this, it'll be like, okay, he's relevant in the sense that everyone's clowning on how irrelevant he is. You know, I think that's where it's gonna be.
I think they're gonna find out he is a sweatshop with like just kids.
Well, he definitely
edit his
shit is
videos.
made in China, so he definitely does, right? Surely he doesn't make anything. He must be making shit in China. I know everyone does.
Yeah,
but...
he does have a load of toys. I'm so sorry, my phone keeps
No,
going off.
it's okay, Kieren. If you
So many people are messaging me
you
right
need
now.
to, like, what did she say?
I got Ramoon.
What's that?
I think it's that
Shawnee is saying what?
the ting tong drink that you can get with like the marble. You pop it in.
Oh, those are cool.
They are really cool. Have you ever got a marble out of one?
No, have you?
No.
So there's a drink. Oh fuck! There's a drink that you put a marble in. It fit. What does it even do?
I think it keeps it sealed.
But surely a cap does that.
Yeah, I guess you. But like this, like the Chinese or Japanese, they do things weirdly. Don't
So
they?
it's in the top enough
then, like,
to like not be able to come out, but you can push it in.
You push it in, and
then
then
it can't come back out.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could just smash it and get it out. Like, why
Yeah.
don't people just fucking smash it?
But then that'd be like glass everywhere. I did try leaving it in the freezer like overnight, and then like so it'd go really cold, and then put like boiling hot water on it, to see if it cracked. Did not do it.
Well, you're trying to crack the marble.
No, I was trying to crack the glass to get the marble out.
You just smash it. And the glass wouldn't go everywhere. It'd go on the floor.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel bad for like the environment, you know.
No.
I'm a
Glass
good
is
person.
sand. First of all, glass is sand.
Glass is sand.
So
Off topic, but have you seen those TikToks where like the people they get glass and they put it in like those tumbling machines and it comes out like really pretty?
what, like micro shards of glass, like tiny shards of glass. You breathe that in, you'd fucking die. Is that what you're talking about? Like
No, because they put like liquid in it as well. So like they do it for like weeks, and then they take it out. They drain out the liquid, and it's just like really pretty glass. It's not like sharp anymore. It's like smooth.
Oh, I thought you were saying, because we were talking about sand. I was thinking of the glass becoming sand-sized and having like razor-sharp little tiny pieces of glass. Like,
No,
in water?
no, it's like actual like pieces of
Yeah,
glass,
okay.
but it's like all smooth, but it's like really pretty.
yeah, no, I have seen that. I do like those. I
Yeah.
think doing that to rocks as well. Anything becoming smooth. Have you ever went to the beach and you see those like witches' fingers? They're called.
Yeah,
Those are cool.
those they are really cool.
My mum collects, shards of glass at the beach, but they're obviously, like you say, they're not really shards because they've become so smooth.
They get like rubbed down. Yeah, you get like these machines that like just turn, and you put like water in it, and
Do you think that's how they make glass dildos? Because surely if they did a mold, so if you did a mold, it would have sharp edges, surely.
Probably not.
Because think about it, like, you know when like you have a dildo made and there's like a seam? You know, you've seen dildos.
Yeah.
So like it has a seam. If it's a plastic seam, it's not that bad, but a glass seam where it's like they've made surely they do it smoothly.
It would just be like, you know how they do glass blowing.
They have a guy blowing on the dildos. Yeah, okay.
Definitely
Definitely they blow through the tip.
that must be so gay for this. Like,
Yeah.
imagine like, oh, what's your job title? It's like, oh, I make glass dildos.
Yeah, you see that Asian guy who is come out, you know, his shit comes out, you know, his cheeks. Have you seen that guy? He's like a glass blower, but he's been doing it for like a million years. and so his cheeks. What happens?
Oh, so they're just like massive cheeks of where he's just been blowing out all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, because he does that all day, every day, and then so he's got to look so fucking gay.
His head game must be incredible.
Yeah,
It's like,
because that is what a blowjob is, isn't it? I've never gotten one, but the girl kind of blows into your urethra, and it kind of
inflates your
inflates
asshole.
yeah, and then it goes to your ass, and then you fart. Isn't that not what happens?
Yeah, that's exactly.
And
what
that's why
happens.
when you fart during a blowjob, the girl stops because it's like, oh, that's what we were
You
trying
finish.
to get to. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the finish.
Yeah.
Is they blow down your dick hole and fart, and you fart. Yeah. I thought eating would help me with my energy. I think I'm entering a food coma. Like I feel it coming on.
I'm just gonna respond to this real quick.
What's happened? It's on the pod, so you have to
this
say what's happening.
Correct. No, that's not correct.
This is fucking terrible, dude. Like you're texting on the pod. Like what the fuck?
The
You're actually
dash
sending a text message,
is correct.
and you're not even describing what it's about. You're just saying words. Like no one's gonna know what this is. I don't even know what it is. Like, right? You're writing the words. So he sent, "Is this correct?" Messenger puts into the line. This is correct.
He basically don't out the business name, but he's basically asked for the new email address that I set up last week. I think he's trying to create an account for something, but he's missing out the dash in the email address.
Right, but what like that's not an interesting topic.
He asked for. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That is quite boring. Anyway, okay.
Like maybe what you should have said, like, okay, because I don't want to like school you right now, but I've done over 100 episodes, Kieren. If in the future you're texting someone, what you got to do is make some shit up, like, oh, we missed out a letter, and you could say yeah, and then I told him to put in the wrong letter to troll him or something. You gotta make.
Oh, you gotta make it funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I basically told him to put the word Nazi in it, and then it was.
Well, you can't
okay.
be offensive. Jesus Christ.
Well, what do you want from me? You want funny? I can't have offensive. What do you want from me here, dude?
I want you to. Okay.
I'm really spreading myself out here. I hope that's okay. I don't want you to feel claustrophobic or anything.
That's alright. I'm choosing not to. Like, either I spread my legs, or if my legs are together, I just make sure my balls are on top of them. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of spreading out so they're free.
Yeah, and I like the wire going down.
Yeah, right. It's like right across my cock.
Fucking hell. You got a little bit of fluff there. Let me just get that.
I just thought you wanted to grab my cock then. Okay.
I've grabbed enough cocks.
Yeah, not mine.
I've had a crazy week.
I've had a crazy couple of weeks.
No, okay. Well, mine's a bit longer than a week too, actually.
Okay.
Since Thursday.
Yeah.
What's the day?
Today's Sunday.
Yeah. So, since Thursday, I've been going fucking nuts. I've been going nuts, Kieren.
What's been going on?
What
you been doing?
This is like maybe, one of the wackiest weeks. It's just a lot of funny things have happened.
Right.
So yeah, I should probably get into specifics.
Yeah,
I should not just.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to oversell it. Is this like? Are we in the shot? I don't even know.
I think we are.
Probably are. Yeah. So I can see us on the camera. I went to Dover. This wasn't so crazy. But I went to Dover, and I was meant to get one of my shifts covered to go to Dover, and I can tell I'm really fucking tired because I'm not even holding the mic properly to my face. I went to Dover. I was meant to get one of my shifts covered. My friend said he'd do it. I never cleared it with the boss. Fucking stupid mistake. I went to Dover. I could read the messages out actually. It's kind of funny. They're a little funny. I mean, this isn't with my boss. This is with like a supervisor.
Is this the guy that like really like thinks? Oh, is that when you was over at mine at one time and he like rung you and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to tell about this."
Yeah. He gets upset with me.
Yeah.
Basically, my friend didn't cover me. And I honestly, like, it wasn't malicious of him at all. He just completely forgot my friend because he loves taking my shifts. You know, he loves working, he loves making money, and I would prefer to not work and have no money. I mean, I need money, but like if I have enough money, I would prefer to spend my time doing something else, you know, and then work and get my shifts covered. You know, if someone's willing to work my shifts, then take them. You know, he needs them. That's the thing. This guy. It's not even as if like, you know, I'm even doing it out of laziness or whatever. It's like this guy actually needs the shifts. You know, he's got a lot to pay for. Literally, if I can pay for the fuel that I spend in a week, then that's all I need. You know, and I'd prefer to spend the rest of my time filming, meeting friends. You know, and so that's the thing. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to Dover. Do you want to cover the shift? Yeah, I'll do it. He didn't show up. I got when I was in Dover, this is what was said. You are meant to be working. The boss knows nothing about the shift swap. My bad. I forgot to tell them. Is my friend there to cover? I'm trying to cover up the names.
Yeah.
Nobody is here, so you'll have to work now. No excuses. It's your responsibility to work. And so I should have really apologized, but I think I just didn't really sleep. I was a bit grumpy, and I just said, "Damn, I can't." And
just damn, I can't.
Yeah. Well, because he's like, unless you are ill, you need to work your 4 hours. I suggest you get here as soon as possible. I say, I can't. I'm in Dover.
That's such a funny thing. It's like, can you come to the shop? Nah, I'm in Dover.
Well, okay, so I wasn't trying to be. I really wasn't. It's coming off as very passive aggressive.
It's so funny because of how far away Dover.
Yeah, you couldn't really get further, could you? I mean, I was just like,
it's like, oh, can you come to work? It's like, nah, I'm in Spain.
yeah, and he says, you'll have to come back then, won't you? And this is literally, I worked it out. So this was 30 minutes into my shift. He messaged me, and Dover is a 3 hour and 30 minute back.
God.
So I would have arrived just at the end of my shift. I said, and I tried calling him at this point because I was like, did he read that I said I'm in Dover? So I was like, I tried calling him. He couldn't pick up. To be fair, the reception at the shop is shit. If you're at the shop,
I know that.
So I was like, I tried to call you. I can't make it in. Dover is far away. And then I said, and yeah, whatever. There's some other stuff, but anyway, that was that. And then
That's really funny.
I showed some people the messages at work, and they're like, "Oh, but don't take the fucking piss." And I was like, I really wasn't trying to. I was
in Dover.
I said I was in Dover, and he didn't fucking he didn't. I thought maybe he didn't believe me or what, so I had to explain. No, Dover's far away. Like,
you should have sent him a photo of you at Dover.
yeah. Well,
it's really funny.
I'm glad you find it funny. I mean,
can you come into work? No, I'm in Dover.
I didn't tell anyone. I just thought I get the shift covered. You know, I don't need to. But I should have said to my boss, "I'm getting this shift covered," so then it would fall on both me and my friend for messing up, not just on me.
Yeah.
But anyway, I stayed in Dover with my friends. You know, we had a good time. I took loads of pictures.
I did see the Dover photos. They look very cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I had a very good time, and I was trying to I was just trying to like ignore the whole thing, but then I went back on Sunday night, and that night I was like over the weekend I'd realized that there was like a thing that was booked for me to go to Thorpe Park on the Monday.
Oh shit.
I just completely forgot when it was coming up. And I had a shift on Monday, and you know, I knew that if I just showed up on Monday, it was going to be like a fucking terrible shift. You know, everyone was going to be mad at me for skiving, and I'd be like, well, I didn't skive, Ross just didn't cover me, you know, and I should have told someone, that was my bad, but like, you know, I was just thinking, oh fuck, I can't do it, and so I wrote up my resignation letter, and you know what, I think it's over there. Hold up. I wrote a pretty funny resignation letter.
Oh my god, if it's funny.
I'm you know, I get the main boss, you know, I get along with him quite well, you know, I think he was definitely pissed off with me for like skiving and stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like I spoke to him this morning, I'll get to that. And there's no hard feelings, but here's the resignation letter that I wrote up at like midnight after coming back.
Can I read it?
I'll read it just so
Okay.
I don't get. I can cut out the names.
Yeah. Okay.
Dear my boss, please accept this as my notice for resignation from my role as customer team member at the shop. This has genuinely been my favorite job I've ever had. This is true. I love working. I loved working there.
Yeah.
Because it's so fun. You know, it's a village. It's social. I love talking to customers, and I love the same customers coming in every day. And then, you know, I'll go down the shops and buy something, and I'll spend 30 minutes there. You know, there's probably some weeks I've spent longer there off shift than on. You know, I enjoy this job.
Yeah.
But I say I hope you believe this, despite me getting a lot of my shifts covered. I love the atmosphere and have made some good friends. However, coming up to the end of the year, I'm finding myself more and more busy, and I don't want to be unreliable for you guys. You need someone who can work more than me. Thank you for giving me this job and creating a friendly work environment. It's less funny than I thought. I thought I made it more funny.
Oh.
Obviously, I wish you and the team the best, and I'll see you around if you let me back into shop and such. That was a little funny bit.
So yeah, they ban you from the shop.
I think I put more funny bits in, but then I probably backspaced them before I printed it. But yeah, no, I loved working there. I think the issue is that all the shifts go till 10 p.m. usually, and I have like 3-4 things on every week that are like, you know, 6 till 9 kind of things, like boxing and stuff. Because it's all for everyone else. It's while people aren't working.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm always working while other people aren't. So it just became very difficult to take part in like all these activities I started doing.
It was never on like a schedule either. It was like very much, this week it's this time, next week it's this time.
I mean, they'd try and give you weeks' notice and stuff, but they, you know, sometimes it would just be, where did I put my water? Oh, there it is. Thank you. Like, usually though, we're pretty good at like, you know, giving me at least 2-3 weeks of notice, but there was some times where I was just like, you know, things would get changed, and I'd just be like, well, I got to get this covered, and it would always be an issue. Not necessarily with the main boss, but like, there's
the other guy.
The other guy, he was always upset with like, and I honestly still don't get why it's such a big deal to get my shifts covered, but it just, to him, it just was.
Yeah.
And also, there was a lot of times where I would have like this time going to Thorpe Park, so I'm really eating up time here talking about this.
No, you're good. You're good.
I know you've got shit to say too. So I called my friends who work at the shop. I didn't call them. I just texted one of them. I was like, "Hey, this was like at like 1 a.m. and I was planning on getting up at like 6 to hand in my resignation before I go to Thorpe Park." And I was like, "Hey, by the way, I'm quitting." And she texts back, "Lol." And I'm like, "No, seriously, like I'm quitting. Like I'm handing in this resignation tomorrow." And she's like, "No, wait, be serious, because you know I just bullshit all the time."
Yeah.
And then like her partner, who also works there, grabs the phone and is like, "Right, what's going on?" And he calls up, and then they both talk me out of it. They're like, "No, Oliver, don't quit. You know, I know you've got your mind set on this, but you know, just because you're going to Thorpe Park tomorrow doesn't mean that you have to quit
They
now."
thought you was quitting because of Thorpe Park.
Well, it was honestly partly that. Honestly, because I was like,
shit.
I want to go do this thing, and I feel so I just can't I can't just constantly skive and get my shifts covered anymore. I need to have a job that I can do. You know?
Yeah.
And obviously Thorpe Park is like a one-off thing, but just the main thing of like, I want to do my pantomime, my boxing, and my bouldering, and I do all 3 of those things every week. You know, and it's always at times where I should be working, and so I just tell them, you know, they tell me, look, try and get like a set shift every week, you know, and if it's a time you can do, then maybe you can, you know, I could even work more, you know, I could do like 20-30 hours maybe, but if it's their set shifts, I'd still have time to do the other stuff in the evenings. And I was like, okay, I'll talk about that. I'll bleep that out. And so I went in today. That's what that meeting was this morning about. and yeah, he was just like, no, I can't do that because we hired you because we thought you'd be flexible. I said, fair enough. Unfortunately, I thought I would be too, but a lot of stuff has started happening. I'm not. And so we shook hands and we were very much like, okay, cool. And he was
Civil
like,
about it.
yeah. And he said, hey, please come back and shop. You know, I was like, I will, and I will loiter.
We need our money.
Yeah.
Please keep our shop afloat.
That might be part of it, but also I think,
Please pay my wages.
honestly, I think he just wants me to go there and help out. I think he thinks he can string me along, and I'll go there and I'll start. So, because I'm a robot, I've been turned into a robot.
Oh,
and I'll
so
go there and start
you go in and start working for free.
Yeah, and I'll be like, oh fuck, or I'll like show up and like help out the customers at the self scan. Anyway, that's like the yeah, and it was funny because when I called up in the morning to say to the lady, I was like, hey, I'm not coming in today. I didn't lie. I didn't say I was ill. I just said, hey, I'm not coming in. If she asked why, I'd probably just say, oh, I'm going somewhere. I don't know if I'd actually say I'm going to Thorpe Park, but and also here's the thing. It sounds like a really like you're going to Thorpe Park, like you go to work, don't go to Thorpe Park, but it's so it was for my boxing club, and it was definitely the last time I'll see everyone there. You know what I mean? Because it was
right.
It was like the send off. Like we've done the course, we've completed the boxing course, and now I've moved on to another boxing course with other people. But this would be the last time
You'd see
probably
those
ever see him.
Group
Yeah,
of people. No, that's fair enough.
and I got to know him, and I thought, do I want to be miserable at work for 4 hours, or do I want to go to Thorpe Park and then I can go from Thorpe Park to my aunt's house in London, and then I went to London, and that's a whole other thing. Maybe I'll put a pause on my shit there.
No, you can keep going.
I'll just say all my shit.
Yeah, say all your shit, and I'll say all my shit.
Okay, that's a pretty funny way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so right, are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, so I went to Thorpe Park. That was fun. Didn't really go on many rides. I went on a banana log flume ride.
Wasn't Daz Games there?
What on Monday?
I thought Park. I swear he was there at some point.
You think I should have seen him there?
I swear he was doing a thing. Like I've seen
like
TikTok.
Monday.
I don't know if it was Monday, but I know he was. I'm pretty sure it was Thorpe Park. He was there.
Oh, maybe.
Because I've seen a couple of TikToks of people meeting him.
Wait, what's the other big one? The other big park? Alton Towers. Okay, no.
Or maybe it was Alton Towers. I know it was. I know it was at a theme park, but I don't know what one. I don't know. Thorpe Park just resonated in my mind. I was like, that sounds familiar.
It probably is Thorpe Park then. I think I was just asking what's the other one because as I'm saying Thorpe Park right now, I was thinking, wait, did I actually go to Thorpe Park? And I was like, and then if when I said Alton Towers, that sounded better. I was like, I would have been like, oh no, that's the one I went to. But no, it's the one that's on the west side of London. It was fun.
It's mainly just roller coasters, right?
I didn't go on any.
You didn't go on any?
I literally thought I'll work my way up. I got on this fucking banana ride. It was those ships that just go back and forth, they sway? It's like a swing. A big swing. Everyone sits down. And, there's like 5-year-olds falling asleep on it. And I was like actually like shaking, like, oh, like it just made me feel so sick, going all the way up and then all the way down. I was like, and it's over and over, and I just felt sick. And I was like,
I will not forget the time. I'm pretty sure it was Alton Towers, and there was this ride where I only saw like part of it, and it was basically just going like round. And I was like, okay, it's just going round and round in like in a circle. That's like not too bad. And it was like the little like carriage thing. So like it's like one person sitting behind and then the person in front, and then it's like a little rocket thing. It's like that seems fair enough.
Yeah.
Got on it. It was like my mum behind me, I was in front, and then it started doing the thing. I was like, this ain't too bad. It was like swaying out from where obviously it was going fast. And then the fucking main arm started moving. So then it was like going like this.
Oh, and then you don't even know where you're moving.
And oh my god, dude, I went into full-on panic attack. I was breathing like uncontrollably. And my mum like was like, Kieren, shut your fucking eyes. So I had my eyes shut, and the way it felt you was just going up and down. But obviously you wasn't just going up and down. You was going fucking here, there, and fucking everywhere. So like my mum was like, you're on a boat. Pretend you're on a boat. And that's basically how she like basically kept me calm for until the end of the ride. But yeah, I was fucking freaking out, dude. I was like,
how old were you?
Probably about 15.
That's funny. I mean, I'm laughing at you. I literally was on a boat and I was panicking. You know, like
Yeah, rides are fucking scary, dude.
yeah. I mean, the thing is that I wasn't scared of the ride. I was scared of throwing because I have a very big fear of throwing up.
Yes.
And I thought that's it because every time I went down, I just felt my food rise in my stomach. I just felt it coming up, and I was like, if this keeps going, I will throw up. You know, it's like I can't stop myself from throwing up. And eventually it stopped, and and then it's my stomach settled, and I was fine. But fucking hell, like I like this guy who I just met that day. I was like grabbing onto him, like, you know, I was like, dude, I can't do this. You know, I'm like fucking, and anyway, yeah. At least I kind of at that point realized because up until that point I was like, oh, I should get on a ride, just give it a go, it'll be fun. And you know, there was like these 2-hour waits. And I was like, yeah, I'll build myself up to it. But at least I knew if I can't do that kiddie ride that 5-year-olds were falling asleep on, then I will definitely throw up on something else, you know.
The fucking roller coasters that go like...
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my God.
It was fun, though. You'll be walking past and you'll hear screaming come towards you. And then all of a sudden, literally, you're walking across the path and the roller coaster turns upside down above you.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? You know, and yeah.
It's insane how people enjoy that shit, man.
I think I would enjoy it if I knew I haven't eaten in 24 hours. Maybe I could do it then.
Because then you'd just be fucking vomiting.
Yeah, honestly, I would just throw up. I think if I did it with anything in my stomach, I'd throw up. And so, yeah, I think I'll do one if I don't eat. Maybe.
I'll go on a roller coaster if it doesn't go upside down.
Yeah, yeah. I think my thing is going upside down and also the speed of it. You know, I don't want to be like... Because, you know, I pass out on planes. I don't want to be, like, passing out.
Yeah.
You know what? In the summer, I would do, like, one of the water ones.
Oh, yeah, I do like the water ones.
Because they're fast, but there's also, like... This sounds so fucking retarded, but, like, I feel like I understand it more. You know, like, oh, we're going to go fast down this water stream, and then there's the water at the bottom, so I know, there it's going to slow down, and we go push and splash, and we just break. But then, like, on one where it's, like... You know, it's just a rail. It's like, well...
There is no chance to slow them down. You're going fucking fast.
Well, it's more that I don't know when we're going to slow down. It's like, well, is that where are we going to speed up now? But the water, like, it's like more... It's more natural, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, you know what to expect.
Yeah, It's you know, it appeases to my ape brain from when apes would go on water rides, you know?
Yeah, apes used to go on water rides.
No, they did, right? They had this log or whatever go down the stream. You know, they go on a waterfall. That's a water ride.
Yeah, I mean, I remember me and Shorty went to Disneyland, and there was a Pirates of the Caribbean ride, and it was like a water ride, and it would like take you around slowly. It was like very nice and relaxing. And then right at the fucking end, there's just a fucking drop. And then as it was dropping, it would take your photos. So like the first time, I was fucking shitting myself.
That's so funny. So yeah, it like baits you into thinking it's fine.
And then right at the end it's just whoosh.
Oh, that's awesome.
There was this haunted like house thing, but it wasn't like just a house that you walk through. It was like this elevator thing. So you basically get strapped into this elevator, and it basically just keeps going up and then down and then up and then down, and then it keeps getting higher and higher until it gets like right to the top, and it's like 35 feet in the fucking air. The elevator doors open, you're basically just looking out across the entire park.
Wow.
And then it just fucking drop you.
Oh.
And
it's the motion stuff. I can't handle the motion stuff.
You know how thin I am, so I was off the chair. Like, there was only like this bar across me, but it wasn't even like touching me. It was just over me.
Oh.
I have never screamed so much in my entire life.
When it hit the floor, did you like slam back into your seat?
Oh no, it slowed down very quickly, but right at the end. So it was like sudden, like kind of stop. But it was like slowly eased you back into it. But holy shit, I was screaming so fucking loud.
Who are you with?
I was with Shawnee at the time.
What did she say? Kieren!
She was laughing at me the whole time. And then behind me, there was this French family. And they went, "Are you okay?" I went, "No."
Oh, it's so
Because
funny.
at first they was looking at Shawnee, and then they realised it was me. Everyone was laughing.
Oh, they thought Shawnee was crying. Oh, no, it's her boyfriend's crying? Okay.
And when I got up, I was like fucking trembling.
Oh.
Like I could barely speak because like my fucking voice was going.
Oh, do you remember, though, the fucking time in a real elevator? I think it's me, you, Shawnee, and Ella. We all went to the Sky Gardens in London.
Oh my god, yeah.
And going up the elevator, it was because it's just the motion. I don't know what it is, but, like, I could do it now, I think. I think I could get on a plane now and be alright. But something about, like, when we got on that elevator and, like, it started going up, like, instantly I just started, like my vision started going black around here.
It went very fast going up. That's why your ears pop as well.
Yeah, my ears popped.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh.
And you know, I just held on to Ella. I was like, "Fuck!" Like, what the fuck? And everyone in the elevator was like, "What the fuck is that elevator?" But just motion gets me. I don't know.
I guess at that point I'd already been on it a couple of times, so I knew what to expect.
Yeah.
Because I think that was one of the things I told you guys. I was like, "Oh, I've planned something, but I wasn't going to tell you what."
And then when we got there, I was like, "Oh shit, Kieren, Sky Gun. Well, look, maybe I can take the stairs." I was like, I remember asking someone who works there, "Can I take the stairs?" And they're like, they looked at me like I was joking, like, I really don't want to get on the elevator. But it was alright.
It was really cool though.
And I was alright on the way down, because the thing is that I don't mind going down so much. It's more going up because the blood is pulled away from my head, and it makes me feel so weird.
It's like you're going against gravity. Yeah.
I'll get over it, you know. And you know what? The likelihood of me passing out is very small, I think, but it just has happened, and I'm like, I don't want to pass out.
You've just got that bad association with like takeoffs.
Yeah, I think so. That's like passing out. I don't like being out of control, and like passing out, vomiting is like I'm losing control.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta, you know.
You like the control of your body.
Yeah. I don't want my body to be able to pass out. Fucking hell.
Sorry, I took over your Thought Park story entirely.
Well, that was it, Kieren.
Oh, that was it?
That's fine. You know, there was actually a load of cool stuff that happened as well, but it's no any point.
I mean, you can go into that.
I can't remember anything else. Well, you know, I had a good time. You know, there was I did some light trolling, you know, because I didn't really go on any rides, and everyone else was doing the rides, so I kind of just walked about talking to people, a bit silly. Then I went to London to see my aunt. Now, this is where things ramp up.
Okay.
In the week. So, I met with my aunt, and we went. I was at her house. I slept there. In the morning, we went to London, next to the Thames, like in the centre.
Oh yeah.
And me and Connor there.
Oh okay.
Connor Sewell. I was like, "Yo, Connor, I'm in London. Do you want to meet up?" So me, Connor, and my aunt met up, and me and Connor we went around doing street photography.
Okay.
And seeing if you can guess where the story's going. Anyway, we were going around taking pictures in London, street photography, and I was being very liberal with it. I was, you know, just walking right up to someone and go, you know, or not even that. Sometimes just like waiting for a big crowd of people to be walking towards me. I'd put the camera right above them, like take as many as I can. Everyone around me knew I was photographing people. You know, like I was being completely indiscreet about it, but I was getting some really fucking good shots, like really good shots. And there's some that I'm really, really proud of, and I'm glad I did it. It's well worth it. And also, I think this incident that happened is not even that bad, but I think it's because my aunt was there. I was a bit worried. My aunt's getting on, you know.
Yeah.
And I took this lady's photograph. And this was like amidst other things, you know, I was taking group pictures of crowds of people, then she just walked past, and then I kept going, and she says, whoa, what'd you just do? And I said, I took your photo. She said, what? Let me see that. So I showed her. There's a photograph. It was a pretty shit one. It wasn't like that, you know. She's like, nah, you're a psycho. You got to delete that. And I just said, and you know, if she asked nicely, maybe if she was like, look, I really don't like my photograph being taken or whatever. And, you know, And I was like, looked at it, I was like, well, it's not that good anyway. I'll delete it, you know. Not because you don't look any good, but just because
the photo shit.
The photo I took, it was my bad. I took a bad photo. Sorry, you know, to make you feel bad for taking your photo. You know, I'll keep going, leave you alone. But she was just instantly like angry at me and just, you know, name calling. And I was like, no, I'm not deleting the photo.
Fuck.
And I was just like, no, I'm not going to delete it. And she said, no, you have to. I'm asking you to delete it, so you have to delete it. And I said, no, I don't. No, I don't have to delete it. You know, and I didn't at this point realize the photo was shit, but I kept looking and I was like, God, the photo really is shit. And I'm arguing about this, but I've dug myself in now. I can't. And so we were arguing and
principle,
arguing.
you can't delete this photo now.
And then I told her that. I said, look, as a principal, I'm not going to delete this photo. You know, I go around doing street photography. The focus isn't you. It's just people in general. I'm taking photographs. And I was like, no, I can't delete it. I can't delete it. And then, you know, she really started going off, so I started filming her. And she was like, and now you're filming me. I was like, well, yeah. Because, well, here's the thing. She started saying, like, you don't know who I am. You're making me feel very unsafe. You know, she was like, implying that she's
That is the greatest thing. That's not filming it.
Yeah. So I was like, well, you know, she was, you know, making it seem like what she was going to do is go to the police or something and like make up this whole story. So I thought, no, I'm going to film what's happening.
Yeah.
And
so it's for your safety.
Yeah, I was like, no, this is for me because of what you're saying, that you feel unsafe and you are following me. Like, this is nuts. And so I slowly edged my way over to like where my aunt and Connor are sitting. Just, they don't know that I'm with them yet.
Right.
So I feel like I can safely edge my way over a bit there and they can just listen to this insanity. And this lady, she is like clearly in her 40s, right? And she says, you don't even know if I'm underage, do you? You didn't even ask that. And my aunt, like, I didn't want them to get involved.
Yeah.
I just wanted them to hear like how insane she is. But my aunt couldn't help it. She just burst out laughing. Like, saying, and she said, and my aunt just got up and said, oh, she just said, you're stupid. She said something like that. Like, what are you on about? You're clearly not underage. And then this lady who I'm arguing with, we'll just call her, lady.
Karen.
Karen. This Karen, she was like, who are you? Hey, you look, you know, she started getting real mean, you know, and saying like, yo, you look like you're on death's door, love, you know.
What the fuck?
And Connor managed to evade it the whole time, like, managed not even to seem like he was with me. And my aunt just said, they were going at it a bit, and I just said, look, okay, you know what you are? You know what you look like? And she said, yeah, what? I said, you look like a meanie. And then she like froze for me. She was like, what? Well, yeah, I am being mean. Yeah. I kind of confused her with that one. But, you know, and she was like, she called her boyfriend. Her boyfriend was on the phone, and like, and then she started taking my picture and was like, I've sent you to my boyfriend, so if he sees it, and he was like, if I ever fucking see you, you're fucking dead, mate. You see you around now, you're fucking dead. You're like, yeah. Like, no. And I was trying to talk into the phone saying, look, if your girlfriend doesn't feel safe, tell her to stop following me. But he wasn't hearing. He was like,
so you should have done that back.
yeah. Fucking. I should have went, yeah, fuck you. And she was like, what if I smash your camera? What if I fucking smash your camera? I was like, yeah, do it. Like, at that point, she'd been following me for 10 minutes. So I just started saying, yeah, do it. Just smash the camera. Go on then. See what happens. And, you know, because I knew I could like quickly whip it away.
Yeah.
I just thought it'd be funny if like I caught
tried.
a lady like trying to smash my camera.
Yeah. I gotta see this footage.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Please do.
I'll have to like turn it into something at some point. There's like another time.
Just include it in this.
I don't know editing. I don't want to edit. At some point, you guys will see it. Don't worry.
About 10 years time.
About 10 fucking years, yeah. But anyway, at a certain point, my aunt kept turning around, having a little squabble, like they get in each other's face. My aunt was like, you gotta just leave us alone. You don't want to be on a camera. Go away. And you know, my aunt did keep saying to me, I think my aunt and Connor were quite annoyed with me as well, because they were like, Oliver, just please delete it. Like, she'll leave if you delete it. And I'm like, no, I'm not being bullied into doing that. I'm not doing anything for her.
You should have deleted it and then went ching.
I was like, yeah, don't worry. Okay, I'll delete it. I'm sorry.
There's deleted and then
wait, let me get it. Yeah.
That's better, thanks.
Yeah, we got a good one now. Oh, why didn't I do that? That would be so fucking funny. Oh my god. Genuinely, if I could relive that day, that is the one thing I would do differently. It's like,
delete it and retake it.
yeah, fucking hell, that'd be awesome. Oh, anyway, and then she was telling me to delete all the footage, and I was like, no, you've literally just been like threatening me on camera for like 10 minutes, and anyway, eventually, I was like, Tony, my aunt's called Tony, I think I can leak that.
Yeah.
I said, look, Tony, just go home, she's not going to stop following us. Oh, it's quite funny, actually. My aunt said, I was a witness to her. Like, I was a witness, like, to make it clear, like, look, if you try and take this anywhere, we've got footage. I've witnessed this. But she misunderstood what she said. What do you mean? What's a witness? What? And I then quickly changed it. I said, yeah, she's telling you, like, she's my carer. She just takes care of me. I have to take people's pictures or I spurge out. And she's like, well, that's like so you got like problems. And I was like, yeah, no, seriously, if I don't keep filming you, I'll like have a panic attack. I was just like totally trolling her. But then my aunt walks home and like she gets out of there. Eventually this lady does stop following us. And then me and Connor go around taking some pictures, for a little bit longer. But at that point, I think Connor is just completely over it. And he's like, Connor is still like so mad at me for not deleting the picture.
Oh my god.
And he was just fucking arguing with me for like so long about it. and then also I told him about my work as well. And Connor's like struggling to find work over there, and he sees me slacking off, and Connor was like pissed with me about that too. Like, oh, you got to be better, have a better work ethic. And he was just going on and on at me, and then we left it there. I mean, whatever. I get his perspective, but after all that, I just didn't have the energy for the arguing, and I was like, Connor, let's go. We'll meet up another time. But honestly, overall, funny.
It is very funny. That is a very funny interaction.
Yeah. I just hope I don't see her boyfriend. She's like, you're the fucking one who don't know it. Yeah, I start taking his picture. Yeah. Because I was worried about my aunt. I was like, Tony, you got to get out of here, because I didn't know whether her boyfriend was just around the corner or what. Like, I didn't know if he was going to show up.
Yeah.
But luckily, like, she kind of just got bored and like stopped following us, because she kind of realized like, what's the fucking point? But anyway, that was that. Went home. Got a knock on the door. It was the neighbor.
Oh.
But for a second, me and my aunt were like, we both looked at each other like, wait, was I followed? I don't think I was followed. What the fuck? Like, it was the neighbor. It was fine. And the neighbor has a very cute cat. And then we had a nice evening. And then I drove home.
Aww.
And
then it all went worse.
No, then it's fine. Then I've been working at the as a scarecrow for 4 days, entertaining children and taking their photo for 4 days, 9 hours each day. Didn't feel it at all. It was awesome.
Wow,
loved it. And that was until yesterday.
What about Crazy House?
Crazy. It's not a crazy house. It's the very lovely. I didn't say. So okay, this is another story. Yeah. But to be clear, Kieren just said, "What about Crazy House?" People in the house aren't crazy. As I drove past this house, I said, "Some crazy shit happened in there."
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, and just in case the people who I met the other night think I'm calling you crazy, you're not crazy. It was just a very funny time. Yeah. So basically, I went to the pub, and this lady was like, "Hey, come over. Come over, meet my partner and stuff." So me and Mark, we go over there. We're just having fun. It's a lesbian couple, in their 40s, I think, and one of them is disabled, and one of them's in a wheelchair.
Right.
Yeah.
What? Where is this going?
And we fucked and sucked, and it was fun. I fucked the disabled. No. So
what happened?
Okay, here's what happened. So I went over, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't expect to. No, actually, I saw a picture of her and saw she was disabled, so I did expect it. But I didn't expect her to be. She was like quite. I'm not sure exactly what disability she has. She doesn't know either, actually. She let me feel her head. She has a hole in her head.
Oh.
Where they tried to figure out what was wrong. They never figured it out. But basically, she's like this, wobbly, and then the more pissed she gets, the more wobbly she gets. We were all fucking drinking. And the lady who invited us over, the able-bodied lady, at a certain point, like, passed out, because she got very drunk.
Right.
And I was getting there too. Like, I had like five beers or so. Like, I don't usually drink, so for me, 5 beers is like I'm getting quite wobbly then as well. And so the person who would usually help the disabled lady to bed had passed out.
Oh shit.
And so we were like, me and Mark were there, like, okay, well, we're gonna go now, but like, how do you get to? But then we both realized, like, how do you get to bed? And she was like, oh no, I'll figure it out. I'll go up the stairs. And we looked at the stairs, and it's just stairs. You just like, what? How are you gonna get up there? And she said, well, I kind of climb it. You're pissed.
Climb it.
You're pissed, and you're in a wheelchair, and so it became our job we took her to the toilet, and we took her up the stairs, and her ass just kept falling out, and I kept having to pull up her trousers. There's a lot more that happened. I'm not gonna say. I feel like I'm oversharing because it's someone. I feel like I entered someone else's home, and I'm like sharing about it. But yeah, it was a very funny evening, and it was funny. We had a great time. There were 2 very lovely people. I hope I see them again. But it's just a very funny end to the evening. Like the one person who would usually take care of him has passed out, and so
you had to take over.
Yeah, literally, me and Mark were so pissed, and it was like, fuck, okay, no, we've got to... And it took like 15-20 minutes to get her up the stairs.
Oh my
And I was like,
God.
Thank God we didn't leave her on her own, because like, I think her plan was just to be polite and like fall asleep in the chair.
Yeah.
And we were just convinced, like, no, we'll take you up. And, her ass is just falling out. And, yeah.
You got to bed, right?
Yeah. Honestly, not as crazy as I probably let on. There's a few fun...
The carer, like, her partner, must have been really confused when she saw the empty wheelchair. Like, where the fuck did she go?
Yeah, went home with us.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah, she just got up and walked out.
Yeah, she was like faking it this whole time. I think I'd like to meet him again. I don't know. I get the impression that maybe I messaged them and they left me on red, and maybe they're just a bit embarrassed, maybe. But I had fun.
That's really funny.
Anyway, that was that. Not as crazy as I led on.
That's still quite funny.
It's
though.
a funny story.
Yeah.
Helping a disabled lady to bed while completely pissed. And like her. I think it's the reason that it was so funny at the time was because of how long it took to get her up the stairs and how long her ass was out. And me and Mark were just both behind her, like, and so I was helping her up, but I didn't really know how. I would like pull her leg up because she was like walking up the stairs,
right?
But she has very limited mobility in her legs, so it's like.
You was controlling the legs.
Yeah, I was doing the legs, so my head was always at her ass level.
So it just keep falling out.
Yeah, and I just thought, I've had enough of my head in her ass. So I was like, Mark, you do something. And so then I would get Mark's head and try and shove it towards her ass. Like behind her. But, not like so that she could see. And I wasn't actually going to shove Mark's head into her ass. I wasn't actually going to do that. I just, I was just like, if Mark like let his neck go, I would stop pushing. I wasn't gonna get his head in her ass, but yeah, we got her into bed. We tucked her in. Mark put a beer next to her bed, like, hey, you can have that. I was thinking, Jesus Christ, like
encouraging her to drink in bed.
Yeah, like she was so. I don't even know if she was that pissed, but I think it's just because of her condition. It just seemed like throughout the night she went from slightly wobbly to just like spilling drinks all the time. Like I'm surprised their carpet was clean at all, because like. In that night, like the disabled lady spilt 2 cans of beer. The abled lady spilt wine.
Oh my God!
I think I spilt some stuff as well, to be honest. But I don't think it just got to the point where I was like, yeah, like I'm pissed and I'm helping this lady out. This is funny. Anyway,
that's really funny.
I don't know how much of that I'm gonna leave in, to be honest. Like I feel like I'm airing someone else's thing, even though I'm not mentioning them by name. To me, it feels a bit weird, like being invited to someone else's house and then airing that. But
yeah.
The very, very lovely ladies. She can't help that her ass was falling out, and she probably didn't even know it.
Yeah, she was just pissed.
And yeah, they were pissed, and I was pissed. And that's what happens when you get pissed.
When you get pissed, you get pissed. Yeah.
So that's
what your hectic week's been.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
damn.
And that's probably the most I've ever done in a week, I think. You know,
That is definitely a very hectic week.
yeah. I think mainly it's because I did all that at the start of the week, and then I've been working for the past 4 days, like 9 hours after. So that's why I'm quite tired. You know, it's like,
Right.
I did all that Dover, London, all that in like 3-4 days, and then afterwards I had 3-4 more days of work, and now it's like, fuck, what do? And then I just had a meeting this morning where I basically lost my job, and now it's like, fuck, I don't even have a job to go back to. Like, I'm like, what the fuck, you know?
A lot of shit's going on.
Shit's changed.
Yeah, a lot of shit's going on, changing. Damn. Do you want to waffle about my shit now?
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay. Wait, I'll restart the camera so I don't have to do it in 8 minutes.
as you know, I bought a house.
Yes. Oh my god. Of course we're gonna talk about this.
So I, not last week, the week before, I went house viewing, basically. So I had 3 viewings lined up, 3 different houses. One is the one that I've put my offer in and it's been accepted, and then 2 other ones. They're all in the centre of the place where I'm looking. And one of these houses, it looked really nice from the outside. Like, it had a massive driveway. It was like, you could easily park 4 cars on it. Easily. So it looked very nice from the outside. And it had 2 security cameras on the outside as well.
Okay.
We couldn't really figure out why. It didn't have a front door either. It was like a gate. So you had to go for the gate to then get into the door to the house. Very weird.
That seems posh.
It was very posh.
Is this like the one you've accepted?
No, this is a different
weird
one.
one, okay.
This is a really fucking weird one.
Okay.
And the garden was really nice. It was like split up in 2 areas. There was like a bit where it was like raised, and it had like, you know, the fake grass. That, and it had like a hot tub. It was really nice. And I was like, okay, this looks quite nice. Go in the I guess it's like a side door because it's not really a front door. Straight away you've got like these really narrow stairs, living room to your right, and then the kitchen to the left. And the kitchen was really nice. Don't get me wrong. It was very brand new. It was like a navy blue color scheme, but there was a camera in the kitchen.
Okay.
So very odd place to have the camera. And then they also had like a full-fledged like security system all around the house, which is a bit of a red flag to me. It's like, why do you need a full-fledged security system in your house? Surely it's got a bit of a dodgy neighborhood, you know?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And
I mean, did they seem? Did you meet the people? Were they?
I didn't meet those owners. That they wasn't there, but they definitely could have been listening.
Right. Okay.
Like, they obviously would have knew the viewing was taking place, so there is no way they didn't have like a remote like viewing of the cameras listening what was being said. And this was up for 220,000, which was a little bit out of my price range, but I wanted to see if I could wiggle them down.
Yeah.
So looking around the house, it was blue in the kitchen, but then in the living room, 3 of the walls there was like a dark green.
Yeah. Okay.
And then on
Workhouse.
Yeah. And then on the main wall, it was like a green and gold wallpaper with peacocks on it.
That's funny.
I
would have bought it at that point, to be honest.
It was a very weird wallpaper. And like feeling it, it was like, you know how you can tell wallpaper is expensive by feeling it? It was like that. So I was like, okay. But it wasn't just in the living room. It went all the way round, all up the fucking stairs, and then covered the landing.
Okay.
There was so much of this fucking weird peacock wallpaper.
Did you get a picture of this peacock wallpaper?
I don't, but I can show you the photos.
Okay, yeah.
But on the listing, it was a 3-bed house, but it didn't show the photos of the 2 other bedrooms. It only showed the main. So I was like, okay, that's why I want to kind of see this house. And I'm glad we did.
That's weird. Surely you should show every room in the listing. That's very weird.
But it was very common on some of the listings I looked at. There wasn't photos of all the rooms, so that's a bit of a
very strange.
It's a very big red flag. It's like, if you can't show the photos of the rooms, why?
You're literally asking someone to buy a house and you're not showing them the house.
Unless they go and view it themselves.
Is that why? But then
I feel like that would be the reason why. Because at least then they could be getting viewings on it.
Right. Well, what were these 2 rooms like
So
that you didn't
the
see?
2 rooms, you know how small my bedroom is and my office is now?
Yeah. So your office is basically like wouldn't fit this sofa.
No.
It's like the room is maybe if all you had in the room was the sofa, you would not be able to get anything else in it.
Nope.
Yeah. So
It is tiny. So one of the rooms was smaller than that.
right. Okay. So that's why I didn't show.
So
it.
if the room would probably just fit the sofa in. And I don't think you could even open and close the door. That's how small it was. It was insane. And then the second smallest room, that had black mold all over the ceiling.
For fuck's sake.
And the worst part is there was definitely a child living in that room. Like, you could tell from the shit.
Was it all over the ceiling?
Yeah, it was
Was
all
it on
over
the walls as well?
It wasn't on the walls. It was like pink painted walls. But yeah, it was all over the fucking ceiling.
Oh god.
It was terrible. I was like, right, okay, that's a bit of a red flag. The bathroom was very odd. It was like red tiles, but then like the shower curtain, it was like comic. It was like a comic book kind of style. It was very bizarre.
You can change the shower.
Yeah,
curtain.
but it was a very odd choice considering they have peacock wallpaper all in the rest of the house.
They're like peacocks and comics. Like peacock comic, it kind of almost is like alliteration.
Yeah.
It's got a theme, Kieren. I just think, honestly, you're poo-pooing this place too much.
It gets worse.
Okay. It gets worse than comic book.
Yeah.
Comic, but I don't think it gets worse than comic book shower curtains.
Where the way the landing was, it was like stairs going up, and then it was like a square bit, and then it was a stair up into the main bedroom at the front, and then a stair up, and then like a walkway to the other rooms and the bathroom.
Oh, I don't like that. I like it. Like there's one level and another level. You shouldn't have like a little hill.
Yeah,
it's like having a hill.
Yeah, there was basically like steps to get into each part of the house.
No. That's
where the stairs was, and obviously the wall there of where like the airing cupboard was, where the boiler and that is. There's obviously the walkway where the stairs was, like next to the stairs.
Yeah.
There was no like banister or anything.
And there's kids there.
Yeah, there's no like fence. So if like you took one like small step out of place, you would just be fucking plummeted down those stairs. And my mum brought it up, and she was like, "That's a bit dangerous, isn't it?" to the estate agent, and she was like, "Yeah."
Oh, you went with your mum?
Yeah, I went with both my parents.
Did you go with both your parents to the one you bought?
Yeah,
that's funny.
And the estate agent was like, "Yeah, but you can put something in, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. They've lived here a while, and they haven't had any accidents yet." It's like, okay.
Oh, good. I guess
that's
they're
concerning.
Glad that they're good at balancing, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
But,
doesn't make it
and
safer.
then it got to the main bedroom. This was the biggest room in the house. And in every room, they didn't have curtains. They had, like, these, like, you know how, like, the Wild West kind of shutters kind of thing?
Oh, really?
It was like that. It was very bizarre, but it wasn't wood. It was plastic. So they felt very tacky.
Oh. I was going to say, if it was wooden, that'd be cool.
Yeah. But it was plastic, and they just felt very tacky. And like, my mum tried opening them, and it felt like it was gonna break. So I was like, okay, leave it.
I remember something like that happening in Chicago.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like that?
Kind of like that, yeah.
Right.
But the main bedroom, no fucking word of a lie. It was so bizarre.
Yeah.
So the main 3 walls, there was like a navy blue color, but then on the main wall of the bedroom, they had wallpaper that was navy blue with gold fucking pineapples on it.
That sounds cool. That's navy blue. That's the color of the ocean with a pineapple.
With gold.
It's SpongeBob themed.
Well, it wasn't just that. It was the peacocks all in the landing, and then the navy blue, and then the pineapples. It was a bit much. But then I didn't twig it at first. It wasn't until my mum like went, "Kieren, look what they've got on the wall." I was like, "What do you mean? What have they got on the wall?" And I was looking around. I was like, "What are you looking at?" They had TV on the wall, and then I spotted it. What do you think they had mounted on the wall of the pineapple wallpapered wall?
A pineapple?
No. We believe it was the owner's wife's tits in gold on the wall. It was a sculpture of her tits in gold mounted on the wall.
Where,
In the bedroom.
Nipples.
Yes.
Wait. What? So, what's the difference between the it could have. So, you're sure it wasn't just some random tits that they bought?
It could have been some random tits, but
Did you see the owner's wife's tits?
I see a picture of the owner because they had photos of like their family around.
And you see the wife?
Yeah,
And it was
It's
like a
like-
similar size.
it looked very similar, but it's like such a weird thing. It's like, why would you have your wife's tits in gold, like a gold sculpture on the wall?
That's fucking
When
awesome.
people are trying to look at your house and buy it.
Was it like bolted to the wall?
It was.
Oh, okay. So they just couldn't be bolted to unbolt it, I guess. Was it? Did you feel it? Was it gold?
No, I didn't go over and feel it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, this ain't the one.
You just thought, well, if you're gonna buy a bed, and
It was such a
was
bizarre...
the bed like secure? Like if they've been fucking in that bed.
I was not going anywhere near that bed. But then, I don't know, I told my aunt about this, and she said pineapple is like a sign of swingings, like swingers.
Oh, okay.
So, we think it was a swinger's house.
Oh,
Like, tits on the wall, pineapples, they have to be swingers. But, like, there was so obviously they had a kid. Imagine your kid, going into your bedroom with your open, like, just tits on the wall.
yeah. I mean, that's crazy. That is fucking. I mean, but if that is crazy, if it is a mold of the mother's tits.
It has to be. It looked like it looked so custom done.
Do you remember on a wall out there, the picture that my dad had up? Literally since we were children, since even before I knew you, like when I was like 9 years old, it probably went up, and like, it was a picture of Adolf Hitler, and he was like very serious. It looks like a war image, it's not a real photo, but it looks like Adolf Hitler, like, it's like photoshopped or a lookalike or whatever, and he's like putting his hand back. He's like wondering what that is, and it's like a lady with her breasts out. And he's like feeling her breasts.
Oh.
So
nice.
we've had explicit stuff up,
Yeah.
but I think if it's actually the mother's tits on the wall,
Yeah.
that is very weird. Funny.
Like in the photos, like if you knew what it was, you'd know. But without looking, you wouldn't be able to tell. Because the photos have taken in a way where it's like from the doorway, so you can see it just in the corner, like this gold like blob just sticking out of the wall. So you'd just think, oh, they've got like a sculpture or something on the wall. But it is a fucking sculpture, but of their fucking tits.
And the nipples. Yeah,
Yes, you can see the nipples.
That's awesome. You know what? I think I would actually just try to. I wouldn't buy the house because of it, but I would definitely at least pretend like I'm interested, just to be able to talk to the owners. Just get it into their brain. Like, will those really hurt? Is that going to stay with the house? Like,
Like if I pay a bit extra, can I get those with the house?
and can I have a feel of the real tits for a little bit extra?
just to compare.
Yeah, I need to know that the pair is the same.
Yeah, so that was one of the houses I looked at. And
I wouldn't be put off. I want to say I would think.
I'd say I
awesome.
was put off. I was thrown off, if anything.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you got to have your house looking somewhat nice for people, like strangers coming into your house to view it, to then potentially buy it.
The mold would be like an instant. Okay, this needs investigating. The tits on the wall, I would have thought that's fucking hot. I hope they let me keep them.
Yeah. It was a very dark house as well, because obviously all the colours, it was very dark in there. So yeah, it definitely wasn't my first choice. I think it was definitely, out of the three, it was my second.
Oh, wait.
There was a third.
The third is this one weirder then?
It was worse.
Not weirder, but worse. Okay.
You couldn't get in through the front door. We had to go in through the garden.
So what? So explain that.
So the estate agent said, "Don't go to," like, he texted me going, "Don't go to the front of the house." No, he rung me. He said, "I'm waiting at the back of the house. Don't go to the front. We'll go in through the back." And I was like, right, okay, that's a bit weird. And he was like, okay, yeah, so at the back of the house, here's your garage that you'll get. I can't get into it. It's got all of our stuff in it. But this is your garage. I was like, right, okay. So then we had to go in the garden. It was a very...
Is that what they do? They say, this is your garage. They describe it as yours.
Oh, yeah, I guess not. They'd say, this is the garden.
Okay, I was going to say, because that's like a good move. So, like, if you really want to sell a house,
Yeah.
to start describing everything as yours.
Yours, yeah. But the owner was there. It was very bizarre. So, the first house, or I nearly said the house address. The house that I put the offer down.
Yeah.
The owner wasn't there, and I didn't have to take her shoes off. It was the second house we viewed. We had to take our shoes off because the owner was there. And she said she just got back from holiday, from like a month holiday. And it's like, okay, so she's obviously fucking minted. She was like an older lady as well. She's like, she wanted to downsize to like a bungalow. And it's still a 3-bed house, but yeah, the rooms were quite small as well. But going up the stairs, there was very creaky stairs. So my mum was actually on the stairs going,
Of course your mum would do that.
yeah. And she
Kieren, these stairs.
they're very creaky.
Yeah.
So that was something that got brought up.
Yeah, well, fair enough. You
Yeah.
have someone... Honestly, I think as much as maybe your mum has made this difficult for you, I think also having someone there who is going to be very on it about every little thing might help as well.
Like,
in the situation.
what is it? Pinpoint every issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. She definitely was like that with the other two houses, but she didn't find any fault with the first house, the offer house.
Yeah.
Which I'm quite happy with. But yeah, I don't think there was anything specifically wrong with that house. It felt very cluttered. She had a lot of shit. I don't know why she had so much shit, but she had a lot of shit.
I mean, but that can be moved, right? Was
Yeah.
there any damage to the actual integrity of the house? Like
Not really, no. It looked okay. I couldn't see any like mold anywhere. Yeah, it just felt very crammed in. And where the living room was, where we walked in, it was like straight into the living room. There was like a massive window, and literally you'd look out, and there was just flats, like right across the road. And we saw like this gang of like people just come out. They did not look like nice people.
What was the color of their skin?
They was white. They was white.
Okay.
But they did look like crackheads.
I thought you were trying to be racist.
No, they did look like crackhead behaviour. So that was also something my mum was like, neighbours don't look very
chavvy.
Yeah, chavvy.
Yeah,
that's the best word for it. So yeah, that I don't think there was anything wrong with the house. But yeah, it wasn't for me. Yeah.
Oh, no, you want to get you, Kieren? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just gonna bring up my list again because I can't remember anything.
Okay. But that sounds very... The tits house, that's very funny. And you never got to meet the people.
Yeah, I didn't get to meet the people at that one.
Can you send a message? Can you somehow say like, oh, my friend's thinking of buying a house, and I put, are you still selling? And I can...
You can just book a viewing. You don't need to prove anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't even have to show I have money or anything.
No.
That'd be funny. Like a homeless guy just shows up like, yeah, I'm thinking of buying a house. Smells of shit. Like just shit all over his hands.
Turns out.
Yeah, I'm thinking of buying this, but are you sure you can afford it? Well, I don't know how much it costs. So, oh, it's 100,000. Oh, I've got 50. I've got 50 quid. Like
50 quid, take it or leave it.
Yeah. I can get 50 quid together in a couple of weeks.
But yeah.
No, I have the viewing anyway.
The tits house, that was up for 220, but I was hoping to try and get it down to like maximum 200. But yeah, she called me up like the next day to basically say, "Are you interested? By the way, an offer that they've recently got but rejected because it was too low. But I didn't want to say this in the house because of the cameras. It was 215. So I don't think they wanted to go any lower than 215.
Right. What didn't you want to say because of the cameras?
She didn't want to say about the offer for 215 being rejected. The estate agent.
Oh, okay, yeah. She didn't want that to be seen. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, if they were looking for more than 215, you're not gonna do that.
Yeah. So I just said, and maybe not this one, but thanks anyway. But
thanks for showing me around your fucking cluttered, shitty house.
Yeah.
Wasting my fucking time. Is that what you said?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just said it wasn't for me, but thanks anyway.
Thank you anyway.
Yeah.
And then you bought the one that you saw first.
Yeah,
you got it.
I fucking bought it. I went to go view it again, like 2 weeks ago.
Because by that point, you've forgotten what it looks like.
Yeah, I wanted to. There was a couple of things I wanted to check again. I wanted to actually go in the shed because the first time I did, I only kind of popped my head in. I wanted to go in, so I looked in the shed properly. I wanted to check the water pressure to make sure that was okay, like how quickly the hot water came on to make sure there was no issues with like plumbing.
Right, yeah, that can be, because that's not an issue you can just fix. That's like going to require money.
So, but the water got hot really quickly, which was
good.
epic. Pressure in the water was perfect.
The way you're describing this to me, I'm sitting here thinking, I can't wait to be a guest and like have a shower in your house, have a shit in your house.
You can definitely shit in my house.
I can shit in your own home.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 'Cause this is like the closest I'll get to, I'm talking here like, oh, I've like lost my job or whatever, like, and now I'm back to being unemployed. Like, this is the closest I'll get to like enjoying a new house.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, my friend's getting a house. I can like, I could go there and visit it. Like,
yeah, literally.
Well, yeah, I'll live through you.
The only issue I'm thinking, obviously, when I have like house parties and that, there's not like dedicated parking. It's like a shared parking area.
Right. Okay.
So
yeah,
it's like everyone to fend for themselves for parking.
Yeah. Honestly, there's a lot. I think that can be quite common. I'm not gonna say where, but in places like that, it's common for like, unless you're in like a small town, you're quite lucky to get parking.
Yeah, but I mean, both
you don't
times
drive.
I don't drive, so that's not an issue for me. It's mainly for everyone else. But for both times that we went to go view it, we've had a parking spot. There was an issue parking.
Do you think maybe that's because they trying to make sure there's a parking spot so that it wouldn't seem like
Well, considering there's like 20 other houses there. But boom.
They probably couldn't coordinate it with all 20 houses. So
Probably.
they couldn't. Yeah, Kieren, I think you got a good house.
Definitely. I'm happy with it.
And when are you moving in?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I've got to deal with solicitors and lawyers and...
Because usually there's a chain of people all buying and selling houses, but luckily that house no one's living in right now. It's like just...
he's gone. He's left already. It's been empty for like 2 to 3 months. He wants it gone.
So it was a rich guy who managed to buy a different house.
Before. Yeah. So at the moment he's paying for like, he's obviously already paid off the mortgage, so he's just paying for like council tax and then the utilities and that kind of shit. But yeah.
Did you meet the guy?
I did meet the guy on the second time. We rocked up and he was like grabbing his mail.
Oh, he still gets mail there.
Yeah, still gets some mail there.
Oh.
But yeah, we had a bit of a chat. He was talking about his family and like questions I had about the house, because in one of the smallest rooms, there's like this industrial like scaffolding, like pipe work, like in the house. I was like, what the fuck is that? Is that like to keep the house upright? I was like, what is that? And what it basically was, it was like a makeshift wardrobe for one of his sons, because there was a wardrobe in there, but he said it was like to hang things up on. So it was like, it can come down if you want it to, but yeah, it's basically just to hang shit on.
All your Doctor Who suits.
Oh no, in all the bedrooms, apart from the smallest one, there's a built-in wardrobe.
Whoa!
Whoa! Fuck off, I'm talking about wardrobes.
Black Friday deals have landed. Get £300 off the Galaxy Z Fold. Don't you like that? Like, you buy a new phone, and like within a year of owning it, you get advertised
new phones.
Hold up. Let me just... Sorry, this is a complete change of subject. Let me see. Can I turn off the notifications? Oh, I can. Okay. I know that on my previous phone I had, I'd get advertisements directly notifying me, and I couldn't turn off the notifications.
That's fucking
It's like,
ridiculous.
what the fuck? I have this phone.
They
I bought the phone. I bought your product.
Now they're trying to get you to buy the new phone.
Yeah, and this is literally I don't want to brag, but it's like a new phone, you know, and they're already, you know, within a year, it's more shit.
Yeah.
And look, okay, if I wanted the Z Fold, I would have bought that when it came out with this one. Okay, I wouldn't, I buy a PlayStation 5, and, a couple months later the Slim comes out, and you advertise that shit to me. No! I got the PS5!
Yeah.
I don't own a PlayStation.
I mean, it's like when I got this phone, like 2 months later they brought out the Pixel 7.
And they advertise it to you?
Yeah, it's like I've already got the 6 Pro. Why do I need the 7, you know?
Yeah, the Pro and a 6 Pro is one number down, but it's got the word Pro in the title.
Exactly.
It's might even be better than the 7 at that point.
Honestly, fucking advertisements, man. Pissed off.
I don't think advertising should be legal.
No, it shouldn't.
I think
if we're gonna find something, we have to do it on our own accord.
Yeah, I think so. I think the internet should be curated in alphabetical order. So
Yeah.
like there would be no front runner. There'll be no Google. There'll be no like you go on YouTube and the homepage. There'll be none of that. You open up the internet, and it's not Google. It's not YouTube. No companies. No big advertising shit. It's just every single file on the internet in order. Alphabetical order. So
Could you imagine how long it would take to find something?
well, no, then you'd have a search function. No, search function could work up. You couldn't have a search function because otherwise people in real life would say, hey, search up my thing. You know, that would be like advertising.
Yeah.
So it should just be a long scroll.
Fucking
But also you can't see where the thing is on the site because
so
otherwise
you have
people...
to just guess.
Yeah, because otherwise, you know, obviously if it was a scroll, people could say, oh, scroll exactly 653 pixels down and you might see what I've put there or something.
Do you really have to guess?
Yeah, yeah. So you just use the scroll wheel, and the scroll wheel has to, because otherwise you can also say scroll
But surely
500
it'd be
times down.
Different pixels for different size monitors. Like what if
That's
someone
a
has
good
like a
thing,
really
yeah,
small
that would be true.
monitor?
Yeah.
I think you need to base it off something else.
But like it would be the top result would be like a picture of an apple, you know, because it's A, and then it'll be like 1,000 pictures of avalanches, 1,000 pictures of
Avocados.
Then it'll get to B, you know, bumblebees, and you know, these are just the images, but it'd also be like files, you know, battlefield, you know. But you could
Big booty bitches.
yeah, finding people wouldn't masturbate anymore, you know,
Because it would take too long. Like by the time you searched it up, bang, you finished.
Yeah, you're like fuck it, and you'd start jacking off the apples and shit.
Yeah, because it's the first result.
The first result would be probably triple A batteries, maybe.
Ass.
Is there quadruple A batteries?
Don't think so. No, you got A, double A, and triple A.
So it'd be like the first result would be triple A batteries on like Amazon, because A with more A's. Triple A battery, Amazon. I'm just trying to figure out how the ins and outs of it before we go through with it.
I think there's probably a bit more to it.
Like this video, you know, OBZODACT, we just have to accept that we're in the middle somewhere, and that's it. But that's fine, you know.
I don't think it's the middle. I think it's closer to the end.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z.
It's definitely
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O. That's 15. P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. It's closer to halfway than the end, but it is towards the end. You're right.
Damn. I got really another funny story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I really ramble on for like a whole half an hour about the house?
I
That's
spent
really
at least
funny.
the last 5 minutes talking about the alphabet, I think.
Yeah, and the internet and marketing.
Yeah.
So me and Shawnee went to Comic-Con Newcastle last weekend.
I saw the images, Kieren. I saw
Yeah.
the images.
So obviously, when you're staying in a hotel, you don't just buy food. You order takeout every night, right?
Well, I've seen you and Shawnee in a hotel when I came into your hotel room, and like there's just like the bin was full. You'd made new bins out of the McDonald's thing. How long were you there for in London?
It wasn't even that long. It was like a couple of days.
It's like,
but
if you have the money for it, I would have takeout all the time if I had the money for it.
We've definitely done much worse. I remember we stayed in a hotel in Cambridge for like our birthday, and we was in there for like a solid 5 days. And you know, like the desks that you can get?
Yeah.
The whole thing was just filled to trash.
Like, why didn't you just take it out? Like...
Because the cleaners could never come in because it was just hibernating inside.
So, you guys going away on holidays, finding a hotel and eating crap for 5 days, and then leaving. And then the cleaner's like,
literally the only time we go out is to go to the front door to grab the food and then go back.
Oh, you didn't. Where you had places to go? Surely you went some places.
I think it got to like Thursday or like Wednesday night. I just felt so ill for no reason at all.
For no reason.
Yeah.
Other than being locked inside eating crap.
Shawnee, I need to go out for a walk or something. So we went out for a walk, and I felt better. And I came back.
Wait. So you literally, you literally spent. Kieren, you know what you're describing to me is that you've locked yourself away eating crap for days and days, and you're like, I don't know why I feel so sick and ill. I'll go for a walk, and you feel better, and you're like, oh good, I feel better now. I can go back to it. Like. You could consistently walk, and then feel better.
Yeah.
What else you got to have done? So, like,
I don't think we actually did anything else.
In Cambridge, you didn't.
Yeah, we just went to a hotel and did nothing.
Well, no, wait, you were fucking and sucking. Though.
Oh yeah, it was fucking and watching movies and stuff.
Okay, no, you know what? I just haven't been in a relationship in a while. I forget how it is. You fucking suck. I just envisioned you two waking up, eating McDonald's, and just being like, I feel ill. But as long as you fucking suck, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we was doing exercise at the same time. Yeah,
that's good. Sorry, you're talking about London.
Yeah. Well, no, it was Newcastle.
Comic-Con was in Newcastle?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. It was London last year, wasn't it?
Oh no, it was London the same weekend. But there was no Doctor Who guest there, so I was like, yeah, I don't want to go to that one. We'll go to Newcastle one.
Oh, good.
But I'm glad because apparently the London one, it was like really overcrowded. They overbooked again.
Oh.
So
they always do that because they assume people won't come.
Yeah. So we got to the hotel, but like we had to walk like 15 minutes from the Newcastle train station to the hotel, and there was like what's like the German beer festival? What's that called?
Drinking beer. It's
good. You know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah. It's the drinking beer in German.
Yeah, sure. So there was that, and so there was like a load of drunk Newcastle people, like fucking everywhere, and we was just walking to the hotel, and there's like waiting for the traffic lights because their traffic lights, they don't beep. Like, when it's time to cross. So you have to watch the thing for when it goes green.
What if you're blind?
That's where you use the thing underneath.
And you can feel it?
Yeah, it turns.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of stupid. What if you're, like, deaf and blind? I guess you can still use the thing.
Yeah. What if you had no sense of feeling?
Then you're fucked.
What if you didn't feel emotions?
Definitely fucked.
You could fuck them, and they wouldn't feel anything, and you'd probably feel very depressed, like.
Yeah, probably.
I think if you're someone who doesn't feel anything, then you're probably doing more damage than.
Anyway, back to the hotel. So we got to the hotel after avoiding all these drunk people, and I was like, man, I'm kind of hungry. So, what did we order? We ordered Taco Bell. And it came, but we got back up to the room. They forgot my drink. They got Shawnee's drink, but not my drink.
So you shared Shawnee's drink and didn't worry about it?
Yeah, but she only got a small Sprite. So...
Oh!
So we had to have like half a can of Sprite between us,
Oh!
which sucked. So
You call them up?
yes, Chorney did the thing on her app and she got the refund. But yeah, I didn't have a drink, so I was like, for fuck's sake. So she already had a bottle of water, so we had to like use that and then drink from the tap. There was like tea.
Oh!
There was tea and coffee there anyway. But you don't want a tea and coffee after eating Taco Bell.
No, you want... Dude, after Taco Bell, you've got enough lubrication. Coffee is going to, like, send you over the edge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we had to share the Sprite. I had to have water afterwards, which is bland as anything. So, but my Taco Bell, it was so soggy. It just made me feel sick.
Did you have, you had a taco? Did you have a taco?
The Crunchy Taco Supreme.
So it's supposed to be crunchy,
Yeah.
but it was sogged.
I had 2 of those, and then, the chicken taco they do.
And those were crunchy as well?
Yeah, it was like, instead of the taco, it was the chicken.
Wait, what? So you have the soft and then the crunchy.
Yeah.
Do you went crunchy?
Yeah, I go with the crunchy one. So that was the 2
Yeah,
Crunchy
those
Taco
shouldn't be
Supremes. They was both really soggy. I got through like half of one, and I just felt ill. I was like, this just feels disgusting. It was greasy. I was like, this is not a good Taco Bell. So I was like, yeah, I can't eat the other one. I ate the chicken one because that was just chicken as a shell.
Mm.
And then it was just like the filling. So that was fine. But I was like, I don't even have a fucking drink. I had like half a Sprite, but I was like, I'm still thirsty. So I had to have water. So that sucked. And then we went to bed, and then we had Comic-Con on the Saturday. So we got up, went to Comic-Con, and then did all the stalls.
Did you meet the gay doctor?
I didn't meet the gay doctor. I met Michelle Gomez.
Let me Google Michelle Gomez. Who the fuck is that? Is she old? Is she an old bitch?
No, she's not old. She played the female master during Peter Capaldi, but I don't think you watched Peter Capaldi's era.
Michelle Gomez?
Yeah, Michelle Gomez.
I can't figure it out.
What the fuck have you typed?
I typed Michelle Gomez.
She went there. Her.
Did it show up from what I typed in?
Yeah.
Okay, it was close enough then.
Yeah.
Oh no, I love her.
Yeah, she was there. She was so fucking insane. Dude, she was crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
She coked up?
I don't think she was coked up. I think that's just her personality. What? She had, no joke, you know how you love your Tunnocks fucking caramels?
Yeah.
She loves tea cakes. She had a tower of Tunnocks tea cakes.
What? She was eating while...
No, she wasn't eating them. She was just stacking them up high. Because apparently she's trying to get the Guinness Book of World Records for the biggest Tunnocks tea cake tower.
She was doing that whilst doing autographs.
Yeah.
Okay, that is awesome.
Like, if we wasn't... Wait,
so what? Was that like part of the event, or she was just like, no, while I'm here, I may as well do it?
No, yeah, she's been doing it for a load of Comic-Cons.
Well, doing the Tunnocks thing?
Yeah, people just bring them to her.
Oh, it's like a thing. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's a thing. And if we felt a little rushed at her one because there was a massive queue. I was this close to saying about your collection of Tunnocks like caramel wrappers. I was so close.
Oh, that's okay.
But I was very starstruck. It was very crazy to like meet them in person, and I was like, oh my god, she signed my like figure of her in box, which is really cool.
Do you think I'm close to having a Guinness World Record in Tunnocks wrappers?
Are you like looking at them, or are you just looking?
I'm trying to remember where I put them. There's a few there.
Yeah, I know there's a few there.
That is only like gonna be 5% of what I have.
Yeah, that's
maybe 10%.
Small collection. But yeah, it was very crazy. But I got a selfie with her as well, which is very cool.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. You got the selfie.
Yeah.
And what did she sign again?
Her figure.
Of course. So that's going on eBay, right?
No. That's staying. So.
Oh, there we go. There we fucking go. Oh my god.
Is that focusing?
I don't know if I'm. There we go.
Is that showing it well?
Well, it's fucking, the phone's a load of shit. That's awesome you met her.
Yeah, I met Alex Kingston as well. And what I did, only like Doctor Who fans will know this. There was basically a box, that was shown in the Time of Angels episode with Matt Smith. And it basically said "Hello, Sweetie" on the side. So I get her to write "Hello, Sweetie" on the other side and then sign it.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so she signed. That is awesome that you got
Yeah.
her to write that.
And then, that was Michelle Gomez's signature on the figure.
Oh, that's very, very... Oh, it's
Yeah.
on the box.
Yeah. It was very...
What would you do if I just, like, smudged it?
I'd fucking cry, dude. But, yeah, we walked around the stalls. There's a lot of Doctor Who figure stalls, so I bought, like, a load of figures. More figures. I spent, like, 60 quid on figures.
Well, look, it's the way I see it, your figure list, all the figures you need to buy, it's money that you've already spent anyway. You've decided that you're going to spend
Yeah,
so
it's going to happen eventually. Anyway.
Like, whatever's in your bank account, you just got to accept, actually, it's a couple thousand less than that.
Yeah.
Because
Because of
of Doctor Who.
Doctor Who figures, yeah. But yeah, so that was really cool meeting them. I saw a TikToker there that I knew because he was a Doctor Who cosplayer. And I was like, I know, I've seen you from TikTok.
What's his name?
Luke Winchester.
I feel like I've heard of him.
He looks very much like a Doctor Who person.
Kind of like how you look like a Doctor Who person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Like
in
skinny
his...
British guy.
Yeah.
Is he skinny British?
Yeah, skinny British guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came over to me and he was like, "I love your 11 costume," and I was like, "Dude, you're fucking dressed up as 14th Doctor David Tennant. You look awesome." And I was like, "Wait, you're on TikTok?" And he was like, "Yeah, I am. You've probably seen my stuff." I was like, "I fucking follow you."
Oh, dude.
That was really surreal as well, seeing a TikToker just there. So
But is he quite popular, or is
He's very popular, yeah.
Oh, that's fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
So I saw him. There's a lot of other like Matt Smith cosplayers as well. So they looked at me and went, because like I was also dressed as Matt Smith's Doctor, so it was like, oh, we're the same person.
Yeah.
That's kind of silly.
You should have joined in the crowd, just walked with them.
But yeah, it was very fun. It was a very good time. And then we left around lunchtime because we literally got there like as opening at like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, so you stayed for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
How much did it cost to get in?
I don't think it cost too much. I think it was like £12.50 or something like that.
To get into £12.50?
Yeah.
Really?
I think it was more expensive to meet Alex Kingston and Michelle Gomez.
You have to pay to meet him?
Yeah.
How much?
It was like 40 quid for a signature.
Okay.
But then to upgrade for a photo as well, it's like an additional 15.
You have to pay for a photo with them?
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree
Yeah.
with that. Because, like, what if you just took a photo with them? Fuck it.
I don't know. But
You'd get kicked out, but, like, they couldn't ask you to delete it. Legally,
Yeah.
I don't think they could, I think you could just run up and be like, "Whoa!" and then run off.
I mean, there was a really sneaky guy like filming from like far away. I think his daughters was like meeting them. He was like, you could tell he was sitting there filming them.
Yeah. Oh,
So
I'm sure
yeah,
people
I
do it
think
all
you
the
could
time.
do it like really sneakily, but obviously it's not the same as obviously getting actual photo with them. You know.
No, I think I would prefer to get a free photo. No, that'd be mean. Fuck them. They're famous. They're not even people anyway. They're just famous. They're like robots.
I don't think
The Hollywood
it's-
machine.
I don't think it's mainly for them. I think it's obviously to cover their costs because obviously they're doing it out of free will.
And no, anyone in a movie doesn't have free will. They are robots, and they are controlled by Harvey Weinstein's still alive. Wait, did he even die?
I don't know.
Or is he just in jail?
Maybe I don't know.
What happened to him?
I was getting to like the best part of the thing here.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm just gonna look up Harvey Weinstein.
So we got back to the hotel, and then we got a McDonald's delivery. We both got a McRib, and do you know what? Fucked up our order again.
The McDonald's one.
Yeah. So I ordered a Fanta. Shawnee ordered her Sprite because she loves Sprite. My Fanta fell over in the bag, got everything soggy.
Oh shit. Sorry,
So
Kieren.
for fuck's sake.
That's the first night you don't get a drink. The second night the drink ruins your meal.
Yeah, it was like a quarter of the Fanta left. And I was like, for
That
fuck's
is
sake.
a fucking soggy meal.
Yeah.
For a quarter. Like,
And it was a
3/4.
large. It was a large. I was so pissed off. I was like, I've not got a full drink again. This is a fucking joke.
You not got a full drink and the food. Wait, the first day the food was soggy, and no drink. Next day food soggy, no drink.
Yeah, basically.
That's weird.
It gets worse, right? This ain't the end of it.
Okay.
So, luckily the food was still edible. So we ate our McRibs, our chips. I got a McFlurry as well.
Oh, did you like the McRib?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Earlier when I was saying don't get
Yeah.
McRib, it's shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had 2 McRibs.
Shit.
I really enjoy them, but if you feel like that. So yeah, I was upset by that. We watched a film. We watched The Wild Robot.
Okay.
It's a really good film. I highly suggest it. It's a very much baby film, but it's very funny.
Okay.
So we watched that, and then she was like, "Oh, do you wanna go back to Comic-Con, or do you wanna just chill out here?" I was like, "Yeah, let's just chill out here." So we watched another film called The Substance. Fucked up film. And it has needles in it, so I had to look away. The majority of the film. Because I'm a baby, I don't like needles or injections.
So you watched a baby movie.
And then watched a horror film.
Yeah.
I had to look away because I'm a baby. Yeah. And then after the film, we was like, man, we're hungry. Let's get some dinner. So we ordered Nando's.
Okay, yeah.
I got my usual boneless chicken, chips, and a corn on the cob. Shawnee got her like cheese bread or whatever the fuck she got, like a burger or something. Came. We have no fucking drinks. So it's gone from missing 1 drink, half a drink, to no fucking drinks at all.
That's awesome how it's like diminished. And can I just point out, this is all in a 24-hour period, right?
This was over a Friday and Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, because you ordered dinner the previous day, and now you're ordering Nando's for dinner the next day.
Yeah.
So 3 takeaways in 1 day,
Yeah.
24 hours, no drinks.
Yeah. So this was the first time they missed out Shawnee's drink, so Shawnee was fucking livid. She's like, for fuck's sake, they're taking the fucking piss now.
Did you not say Shawnee, but the same thing happened to me yesterday.
I was like, well, at least you've had a drink for the past 2 days.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, they're just taking the fucking piss now. It's like, how
They
we
are, like, as if it's the same people.
Yeah.
Like, the world is taking the piss.
So I missed out a crucial bit, but I come back to it because the drinks bit is just really funny. So I was like, right, okay. I was like, there must be a vending machine, or that there's a bar in the lobby. I'll go down. I'll get us some drinks after we've eaten. So we eaten, and I got my clothes back on because I was naked. I put my shoes back on. I was like, no, I didn't put my shoes on. I was like, I'll just go down in my socks. It's fine.
Wait, were you butt naked?
Oh yeah, I was butt naked. Yeah.
You ate Nando's butt naked?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Who wouldn't?
That's fucking awesome, dude.
So I put my clothes back on, put my socks back on, and I walked out, got in the lift, went down, went to the lobby, walked around the corner because I knew where the vending machines were. They was both turned off, but they had drinks in them. I was like,
No fucking drinks in the world.
yeah! It's like the fucking universe was against me to get drinks. And I didn't know where the bar was. I felt very overstimulated because there was no fucking drinks. I was like, fuck this. I'm just going to go back to the room. We'll just have to drink water. It's fine. So I went back to the elevator bit, and there was a woman already standing there. She'd already pushed the button. I was like, okay. And then the elevator door opened, and there was like a group of like 6 guys in there already. And she started walking over, and she went in. I was like, fuck. I'm going to have to get in this elevator too. I don't want to feel awkward. But she went in and pushed a button, and then I went in and followed, but didn't push a button because I couldn't get to the thing. Because there was guys that she like all the way around the outside, and then she was in the middle, and then I was like near the doors. So I was like, right, okay, I'll just get out when she gets out. Hopefully she pressed button number 1.
Can you just say, hey, can someone press number 1?
I could have, but I felt very awkward.
You're overstimulated. You're dehydrated.
Yeah, I was just out of it.
Yeah.
So I got in, and then the doors closed, and then this guy next to me, he goes, "Oh, did you forget your shoes?" I was like, "No." And then and then he goes to this random woman behind me. "Oh, did she steal your shoes?" And then she was like, "No." And he went, "Oh, are you his carer or something?" And she went, no. No, I was like, "What the fuck is going on? Get me out of this fucking lift!"
It's just a guy. He's trying to be funny.
And the doors opened, and straight away I knew it wasn't floor 1. But I got out, and she also got out, and I was like, "Fuck." I just got out, and the elevator's gone. I didn't.
Was there not another, like, a second one?
Yeah, there was another elevator. I was like, I can't just like turn around now. So I started walking around like the corridors. I was like, oh, maybe we should go the other way.
Oh, to seem like to her that you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
All this could have been negated if you just said, "Can someone press 1?"
She followed me.
No, Kieren!
She followed me all the way around to the end of the corridor.
Fuck's
And
sake.
it wasn't. I got to right at the end. I had to turn around. She was like still walking. I went, and I just walked past her, and I went, I think I went the wrong way. And she went, oh no.
Kieren.
So I had to walk all the way back through this hotel.
All to make this random woman you're never going to see again believe that you know what you're doing. And you ended up saying, "Oh, I don't know where I am anyway."
So I had to walk all the way back, get the elevator back down. I was on floor 3.
Oh my god.
So I had to go back down to floor 1. Hope to God the group of guys that weren't in the elevator was going to floor 1.
Yeah.
And yeah, I literally run back to the room. I was like, surely I don't want to go out there anymore.
That's why you spend the whole time inside. It's because
I can't do outside.
you can't.
And she was like, did you not go to the bar? And I was like, no, I felt very overstimulated. She was like, for fuck's sake, Kieren. And then she was like angrily on her phone, like trying to find like a place to like get drinks from. But it was like gonna cost like £5 delivery charge and like service charge. And she's like, for fuck's sake. And I was like, where's the nearest Tesco? And it was like all the way back to the station. So like, was going to have to get fully dressed and then walk like 15 minutes to the Sainsbury's.
Well, what's the time at this point?
At this point, it was like 10:30, 11ish.
At night?
Yeah, it was very late.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is like bedtime. I was going to say, if it's like in the day, that you
Yeah.
should be going out, you know, but if it's...
So we were just like, okay, well, I guess I'll just drink out the tap. I was like, I guess I can have some of your water out of your bottle. And she's like, no. This is fucking mine. Drink out the tap. I was like, well, no, you can just refill the water from the bottle from the tap. She's like, no, you can have the tap water. I'm drinking this. This is mine. So she went into the bathroom. I think she started to like wash her makeup off. So I grabbed her bottle and then started like crinkling it to make it seem like I was drinking it. She fucking came out. I was like, I'd pranked you.
You should have actually drank out of it, you know.
Yeah.
What, is it because she likes that
I think
water?
she prefers bottled water. Yeah.
Okay.
But the tap water weren't bad. It weren't like shitty tap water. So yeah.
That is a very, very funny situation that you got out of the elevator and then you were like, oh shit, it's not the right one. I have to seem like I'm on the right floor though for this random lady.
Just for this random person.
I think
It wasn't just for the lady though. It was for the other guys in there that was definitely obviously drunk and they like spoke about my shoes.
Oh, they're just fucking pieces. Who gives a shit? Have you lost your shoes? No, have you lost your fucking mind talking to me? You know who I fucking am? And you should kick them.
It really.
Oi, press 1.
It freaked me out.
Press the fucking 1 button.
I just wanted out. Yeah.
To be fair, actually, in an enclosed space with a lot of people, it does change things. You know, you can't just you know, I can be awkward in public and then get away, but like, you know. I think at that point, once you were out of the elevator and that lady was walking off, you should have just let her go first and then got back in the thing.
Yeah.
But that is
it's
very,
the fact that
very
I had
funny.
walked all the way to the end of the corridor. And then
Well, oh, is that? Did you not realize until then?
Oh no, I knew exactly what I was doing. You could so tell I was on the wrong floor.
Oh, it's funny. That is very, very
I was
funny.
so hoping like I'd hear her go into the door, but she just kept going. And yeah, her room was like right at the fucking end, so it was so much worse. But I missed out a crucial bit. So when me and Shawnee went downstairs to get our Nando's with the missing drinks, there was already like 3 guys out there. They was obviously drunk.
Mm.
We was waiting for like the guy to like unzip his bag and like get the Nando's bag out. While that happened, this guy like walked between me and Shawnee, walked like to the wall, like where the stairs were, leant over the wall, and then you just heard him go, and then the
Oh, he bombed.
of just this constant flow of sick.
Oh, that's cool.
I was trying so hard to hold it together. Shawnee was oblivious to what was happening. I could just hear this guy.
You're like laughing.
And like as we got back in the elevator, like with our Nando's, I was like, did you not hear that guy throwing up? He's like, no. I was like, yeah, it's just constant flow of sick, and you just hear it like hitting the ground. It was so, and then he the way he just like stood back up, wiped his mouth, and then just went back over to his mates and just started chatting away again.
Yeah, he was hoping that they didn't hear it.
It was just so random, but oh my god, it was so fucking funny. Oh, I'm trying to think. Am I missing anything else?
That was a very, very funny.
It was a very wild weekend.
So that was while I was in Dover, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
That was last weekend.
Anything else on your list?
Yeah, so there's one more thing. So, as you know, I do like my overtime, right?
Yeah.
So we have to fill out an overtime form. It's like an Excel spreadsheet. So you write on there, it's the date, the day, the time you started, the time you finished, how many hours you done, and then the rate, and then like the reference, like the change
rate,
number.
like how much money.
Yeah. So
Can you just change that and get a bit more money?
oh, obviously not.
Oh.
So by default, I always thought, because it said there was like 2 columns for a rate. There's one for 1.5 and then one for 2.
Yeah.
I always thought in the 1.5 field you put 1.5 to like put the rate of what the change was. So I was like, right, okay. So I always put say I was doing a change for like 2 hours. I'd do 2 hours at 1.5 and then the change number. And then I'd just do that. I've been doing that since the entire time I've been doing it.
You been getting paid okay?
Yeah, I've been getting paid fine. And it wasn't until last month I submitted it, but it wasn't to my normal manager. It was to the higher up manager, because my normal manager was on holiday. So it went over to him. I was like, I'm sure it'll be fine. He didn't come back to me about anything, so it all got submitted okay. I got my pay slip, and I only got paid like 21 hours. I was like, but I submitted like 29. What's going on? So I looked, and he basically, where it added up the 1.5s, it was lower than what the total hours was. So I was like, why did he go off that 1.5 row when it should be the total hours? So that really confused me, and it wasn't until my manager came back from holiday, I basically sent him like, look, I'm still owed like 6 hours of overtime. Should I just put it on my October one? And he went, yeah, that's fine. By the way, you have been doing it wrong this whole time, but I've just been correcting it for you.
Oh, was it what?
So turns out instead of putting 1.5, you just put the normal hours of what you've done. So what you put in the first column of how many hours you've done, you put it in the same one. So it's put in twice.
So you've just been a fucking idiot this whole time.
Yeah, but the thing is,
You fucking moron.
Yeah,
Kieren.
but
I mean,
if I would've
you don't put the 1.5. You put the.
well, that's what I thought, and no one's ever
you know,
corrected me.
You put the numbers in properly.
I've
Kieren.
been there for like a year doing this overtime form, and no one's ever corrected me.
I don't even work there, and I know you put the 1 in the 5 and all that. So you're a fucking idiot.
But the weird thing is one time I forgot to change the month, because I always copy and paste and then just clear it all out. I forgot to change the month field, and he like fucking went crazy. He was like, dude, fucking do your overtime form. I'm not getting paid to do your overtime form for you. And that was like ages ago. But this whole time he's been correcting my overtime form. But he hasn't told me. So it just doesn't make any sense. Why would he be correcting my overtime form and not tell me for like a year?
He probably, had a go at you and then felt bad about having a go at you and thought, I best do it for him. He's a fucking idiot. He can't even put the 1 in the 5.
Can't even like put it can't even fill out your overtime form correctly. But
the one, Kieren.
now I know how to fill it out correctly.
Yeah, and it's so fucking simple. You put the 1 in the box, and then you put the hour. You write hour 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
and then you put the 5 in as well. But
I just thought you put the 1.5 in the
not
rate.
the 1.5. You do the 1.
It was.
Is that right? You do the 1.
So you put in the hours you've done.
Yeah.
And then the rate next to it.
And you write rate. You write hours rates, and it's easy, Kieren. You put hour rate.
I just find it really bizarre how he just never told me how to do it in the first place. He's just been correcting me this whole time.
He's a nice guy, but he should have taught. He was doing the thing of like feeding a man he eats for the year, teach a man to fish.
He never taught me how to fish.
Yeah,
basically, yeah.
Not many ponds in London though.
No, there's not. But yeah, it threw me off because he's such a rude guy.
Wait, the guy who corrected it for you?
Yeah, the manager guy.
You just got that off the microphone.
Did I actually?
Yeah, dude, thank you. Oh, no, you didn't. Wait, there's a bit more of that. It's been bugging me the whole time. There we go.
Oh. I wonder what it was. It was on my hand.
I've been thinking about cleaning it, but I was like, I don't want to disrupt your flow of thought.
No, you're fine. Yeah.
See, it would have disrupted it.
Yeah, it would have. Yeah, it's fucking bizarre. And like, last week he like sent me an email. He like CC'd me into an email like, oh, by the way, can you look into this? And I didn't reply to him to say like, okay. So I was like, okay, he just assumed that I'm gonna look into it. And I went into London on Wednesday, and he was like, oh, did you see that thing about the thing I tagged you in? And I was like, oh yeah, they've set up a meeting about it already. I was like, oh well, you could have fucking told me. I just thought you'd assume.
This guy, it's
honestly, sometimes he can be like such an asshole, but then it just doesn't make sense the whole time he's been correcting my overtime form. It does not make any sense.
I think you should quit, Kieren. I don't think
I'm not gonna quit. I like money.
Oh yeah, you've got a mortgage now as well.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's everything.
You've done everything.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to talk for you to talk. Like so that's it then.
I went to a party on Friday.
Oh yeah, and you were fucking racist as shit.
I was not racist, but I was
saying the N-word.
I was thinking about saying the N-word. Dude,
have I spoken about on the pod me saying the N-word?
I don't think so.
At my party?
Don't think so. Oh no, we need to talk about your party.
I think I've spoken about...
Have you spoken about your party? I don't recall. When did we do
I've
the
only
car
done
one?
podcasts. I've only done a podcast with you since the party, so we really didn't talk about that?
Surely we would have spoken about it.
Anyway, I invited my manager to my party, and one of the managers, and now she hates me because I went up to her going, nigga, my nigga, and I didn't read the room, and
she got really pissed off about it.
And
so then I came in. I was like,
oh, okay, yeah, no, okay, this is what happened. So yeah, me and my friend, we went out to just rapping the N-word to my manager, and she was like, Oliver, stop, that's terrible, that's racist, how dare you, and I was saying, I'm sorry, I was just trying to be edgy, being a bit funny, I'm a bit drunk, I'm very sorry, and she said, there's nothing edgy about it, it's just offensive and horrible, and I don't want to talk about it, she's like, I don't want to talk about it, I was trying to apologize, I don't want to talk about it. She walked off and went inside to the kitchen, then you came out of the kitchen and said, she does not like the N-word. So, were you in the kitchen just saying the N-word?
Yeah. I was just like, what's wrong about saying fucking nigger?
Yeah.
And she was like, she was getting really angry about it. So I just came out like, she really does not like the N-word out of there.
And by that point, we had kicked a guy out of the party for like being like really like just disruptive. We had to kick this guy out, and like
he was crazy.
It was just like, how did we end up being the bad guys of the party? Like shit. But then like at the end of the party, I was drunk, and I was just trying to like make light of it, So I said to this manager, I said, look, you are the slowest in the company, but there's probably other companies with people slower. You know what I mean? Like, and she just said, "Yeah, well, you're horrible to work with as well. But you're a shit colleague as well."
Fucking
I was
hell.
like, "Fuck, okay." She's not taking any. You know, she's like not gonna laugh with me.
That was so funny though.
Oh,
That was a cracking party. We definitely need to do something like that again.
it was like you were having like a panic attack after Mark passed out, and I was like trying to do breathing exercises into your back, like it's okay, Kieren, this is how you just breathe, and then the fucking crazy guy who we kicked out, just fucking, he. Oh my god, it's a whole fucking thing with this guy. Did I not talk about him at all?
I don't think so. I know, it's
So,
so
like,
long ago.
Basically, I had a party at my house. I had a bouncy castle, and
I'm so disappointed not more people came on the bouncy castle.
I know, yeah, it's because everyone came like it started at like 12ish, and by like 2 a.m. people were gone. So it's like 12. It was like 14 hours. So there was like rotations of people.
Yeah.
And I didn't really do much drinking until the end. So because I want to go on the bouncy castle, I don't want to be sick. And the bouncy castle was great. You know, we pummeled you on it.
You did. Yeah.
My friend George came over, played me happy birthday. You know, the barefoot guy. He was awesome. Everyone came over. I was so happy so many people came. But then it got to the end of the night, and this guy, I'm not going to say his name, but he's like, you know, he was like...
Crackhead.
He's got crackhead energy. I think he's just on coke and speed all the time. Like, I think... And
Yeah.
he's on steroids as well.
That tracks.
He's on fucking steroids, and, you know, he was like... Okay, no, I know I haven't talked about this, because I'm currently getting anxiety that I haven't felt before by talking about it. So I know that I haven't talked about this through how I feel about saying this. But I just hijacked your thing. You're about to talk about your party. But
Yeah. No,
Anyway,
you're fine.
it was fun. It was really fun until this guy came, and he was like, you know, at one point he's just fucking nuts. Like, he just randomly grabbed me and started squatting me, and you know, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm in the air, I'm getting squatted. Fuck, you know, he was doing that to random
Yeah.
people at the party, and like it got to the point where whenever he was around, I would just know, okay, I'm just gonna have to like forcefully push his hands down and like try to stop him from like lifting me.
Yeah.
And like I was laughing, but once I was up in the air, I wasn't laughing. I was like, oh fuck, you know, like getting squid. And the thing is, I trust that he's strong enough to do it, but I just like the way he's acting, he doesn't, you know, like a sober person who's
He
strong
doesn't seem
squatting me.
stable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unstable mentally, unstable probably physically as well as one thing.
Yeah.
You could just drop, you could just like pass out, or you could like stumble and I'm fucking dead, you know.
Yeah.
But dude, anyway, he comes along and our friend passes out, and there's this like thing of like, oh fuck, you know, because him and this friend had been arguing a lot
Yeah.
throughout the night, and there's multiple times where I was like listening around the door, and I'd hear him say, "Right, I'm gonna fucking hit you," in a second. I was like, "Oh fuck," and I'd have to go up and like push him apart. You know, like multiple fucking times. That was basically, there was a girl there called Charlie, and there was a period of like an hour where me and her were just keeping an eye on them, because it was like, we can't. They're just gonna like have a scrap, you know. And but we were trying not to kick anyone out at that point. Yeah, but then eventually, my friend, he just passes out, and a friend there who's quite experienced in all this kind of stuff, he says, "Nah, he's had something." And then at that point, everyone's like, well, that crazy guy drugged him. Surely, because they've been arguing, and now he's nowhere to be seen. He's drugged him and gone.
Yeah.
And so everyone, for quite a while, believed that was the case. Now, I no longer think that's the case. I think my friend just had way too much to drink, and no one really kept track of what he was drinking, because literally 3 bottles of wine, loads of beer, loads of cider, you know, like...
He was mixing drinks. That's probably not helping either.
Yeah, and he was... I'm sure, you know, he drinks a lot, and is like, okay, he got way too fucking wasted. But, yeah, like, we were trying to figure things out. You were panicking, and this is, like, so insane. This guy, like, he can see I'm trying to calm you down. I'm pretty sure you were sitting on the chair. I was holding over you like, Kieren, it's okay, just breathe, you know. And you were just about calming down from, like, this panic attack. And I've been sorting out all this other shit, and then this guy comes along and just literally, he, like, grabs you and is like, right, no, listen, Oliver, back up. I've got this. Right, listen, I'm gonna calm you down because listen, right. And he's like coked out of his fucking mind, like yelling at you while you're having a panic attack. I don't know if you remember this.
Nope.
he literally he grabs you and he's like, if you hold this with me, right? So pretend I'm behind you there,
Yeah.
right, and like you're just calm down. You're like, and suddenly, right, fucking listen, right, mate. Imagine you're having a panic attack, mate. Right, no, I've got this, right. He's like grabbing you and shit, and then he like fucking. You just go, get him away!
Did I actually?
You're like, Oliver, get him away! And at that point, it's like, come on, just fucking leave, you know? Like, what are you doing? And then I'm pretty sure, like, other people just, like, ushered him out the door, you know? And then...
I do not remember that at all. I think I've never got that bad.
Oh, fuck.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You shit?
Oh, my fucking God.
You good?
Oh, my God. This cramp will not leave.
Oh, I just
Wow!
I thought you was coming or something.
Whoa! Okay, I don't know. I'm going to try and stand up. Oh, it's good.
I thought you was jizzing yourself.
You thought I just fucking came. Oh, my God. Like, I should have stood up straight away. That sorted it. Oh, that was like inner thigh.
That was...
Full fucking cramp. Jesus Christ.
That was one shocking reaction.
Woo! You know when you just get a cramp and it doesn't leave? It's like, fuck. Anyway, we kicked him out, and my friend Connor drove him home, and he was in the party like, oh, fucking racist, think I drugged him. It was fucking racist. And he was about to get back out of the car to like come back in.
Oh fuck.
And Connor just grabbed him and was like, no, we're going home. Thank you, Connor.
Oh, is that why Connor left as well?
Yeah, and then Connor came back afterwards after dropping him off. Do you remember? Like he was.
He did?
I don't think you remember. Well, yeah. After this crazy guy left, it was then my friend who had drank too much passed out on the floor. Melissa.
I remember we all ended up in the downstairs.
Yeah,
room.
in my mum's room. Yeah. We were just all sitting in the dark. Melissa was there. Melissa was like, "Guys, I don't think he drugged this guy. You know, I think it's." I think he just drank too much, and then we all kind of realized, no, this probably is the case. And then, we were just all basically huddled around this passed out guy. What?
Oh, for audio listeners, the camera just died.
Oh.
Oliver just came in his pants again.
Yeah, we just all passed out downstairs, and then.
My mum rung me at like 1 o'clock going, are you coming home at some point today? Because I didn't have my house key.
Yeah, that's funny.
And she was like, well, the door's open. I can't go to sleep with the door open. It's like, fuck. Sorry. I got a taxi home now.
Yeah, by that point I had drank quite a bit. So my plan originally was like, maybe I'll just give people, I won't drink and I'll give people lifts. But then once my friend George got a lift from my dad, I was like, oh shit, I can drink now. So I started drinking.
Yeah, dude.
But
yeah, I just got a fucking taxi home.
Then my friend, Mark, he stayed over the night and woke up at like 5 a.m. like trying to get into my bed. I was like, Mark, I can't sleep with someone else in the bed. I'm sorry. So I made up a bed for him. He was still drunk, and then we went to get McDonald's. Because I thought he's got to sober up, fucking 3 bottles of wine. And he didn't get anything to eat from McDonald's.
Oh,
Drank a beer on the way there.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's fucking nuts. I won't get into that, but it's just, it is silly.
He left before me, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was the last one to go, wasn't I? Apart from Mark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Melissa and Connor left before you, I'm sure. Yeah, it was fun. I think a big portion of it, unfortunately, was,
Blacked
dedicated to,
Mark's well-being.
Mark's well-being, dealing with the crazy guy. I won't mention who he is. Another funny thing that the crazy guy did, I wasn't there for this, but my brother told me that he was, so there was multiple times he would say, oh, can I do a bit of sniffing here? I have to keep reminding him, because he was definitely doing drugs in the house. Like now, in retrospect, it was like, okay, he clearly was, but I keep saying, no, you can't do drugs in here, Don't do it. I'm mainly thinking about him being clumsy, dropping some powder on the floor, and then a dog licking it up or something.
Yeah.
That was my main concern. It's like no, not in the bathroom, not anywhere, because just want to keep it clean. Like if you go away and do it, like you can come back if you want. But anyway, he said at one point, I've got to go pick something up. Could someone come with me? I'll go pick something up. And everyone was like, no, I don't want to. Like, we're just here hanging out. A lot of the people there, he actually arrived with a lot of other people who were completely sober. Like people hadn't even started drinking yet, and maybe people didn't even want to drink because they didn't want to. They saw that it was already quite out of control.
Yeah.
They didn't want, And so then he was like, right, okay, no one's coming with me. And I do boxing, so he got my boxing gloves. Like, right, go put on these boxing gloves. Go down the road. Did I tell you about that?
No.
His plan was to put on boxing gloves to meet a guy he's never met before down the road to pick up drugs, like to defend. He was like, I need some protection. Put on these boxing gloves. And
What the fuck?
like, just imagine, like, just opening the door, going down the road, like, right, give me the drugs. He's got fucking boxing. Imagine if he had boxing gloves on and getting his money out, like, fuck, give me some, fuck. Anyway,
He's
luckily
not mentally stable at all.
I know. It's honestly the reason I invite him is because I've hung out with him. He's a nice guy, but he just gets way too fucking intense and drugged up. And like, anyway, luckily someone said no, don't put on the boxing gloves. It's fucking stupid. And so instead, he said, "Oh, I'll bring some party poppers."
Fuck's sake. Fucking party popper. What's he gonna do? Launch a party popper at their head?
I guess. I don't know. Like, it's hard to tell with him when he's joking or not, because you were saying the N-word around him.
Was that actually?
And, yeah. And he went, what? And he kind of got angry with you. And I was like, no, calm down. He's just joking. And then he looked at me and winked. Like, no, I'm not really pissed. I'm just trying to be like, just trying to scare him. And I was like, fucking hell, this guy, he just picking people up, squatting. Honestly, I think the party would have went a lot better. First of all, if he wasn't there, but if we managed to somehow get him to just focus on the bouncy castle, if he just got all his energy out on the back, whenever he felt the need to like squat someone, punch someone, like
go on the
punch my stomach as hard as you can, and I punch his stomach, but I'm like, I don't want to punch you as hard as I can in the stomach. He's like, no, do it.
I do remember that because he was gonna do it back to you, wasn't he? Yeah, he was like,
no, I don't have any muscle down there. I'll die. And he's like, no. Anyway,
it is. Yeah, it kind of sucks that most of it's blacked out for me.
Well, that is because you drank a lot, and you okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember going around and talking to everyone about Doctor Who?
No. I remember at the start I mentioned it to who was it?
Charlie?
I think so, yeah. So
you don't remember me finding you over and over talking about Doctor Who with someone and then being like what's going on? And then me being like, okay, hold up. And then I'd like turn you to face someone else. And you start talking to Doctor Who about them. Like, I had you on road. I just couldn't stop you from talking to Doctor Who about someone. All I could do is like control who it was. Like, it's like, okay, you're free for a sec. And I'll be like, I'm sorry, I'll be back. Like, I will turn him to someone else soon. Like, I can't. He won't stop talking. Like, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I remember watching Doctor Who with your dad.
Yeah, that's what spurred it on, I think.
Yeah, that
you
probably
were watching
didn't help.
Before. You were just...
So I remember I was sitting there eating cake, and then I just heard the Doctor Who theme, and then I was like, yeah, that's it. To the living room away. And I sat and
what I should have done is sat you in with my parents and you could watch Doctor Who. Fuck. I didn't think of that.
I think I just sat through and watched like 3 episodes.
Do you remember seeing Mark pass out and you worried about that? Do you remember that?
I remember being really freaked out. I was trying to find you at one point.
I think I was down the road with Mark. Mark had like ran out.
Because I think Charlie was trying to stop me, and I was like, "Nah, I need to find Oliver." I know I was very set on finding you.
I remember that because I remember I was Mark had just ran out, and I was like, "Fuck, he's gonna drive home." So I ran after him, and Mark literally couldn't stand. He was like, I was holding him, and he like shoved me off him. He was like, Oliver, stop all this gay shit, and he shoved me. And the moment he didn't have anyone holding on to him, he just like ate shit, like fucking bomb on his, and everything in it. But he was too drunk to even feel it. And he's like, "No, I'm fine. I've driven home worse." And I'm like, "Mark, you can't be fucking doing this."
Fuck.
And me and Joe just dragged him back. But then while we were dragging him back, you had come out. And I was like, "Oh, Kieren's out. Kieren's out.
Kieren's out. Quick, get him back in."
Yeah, get Mark in, get Kieren in, lock the drunk people in a room. Fucking hell. Like, and by that point, I'd only like half cut. Luckily, I wasn't really that drunk, so it was all right. But I still was like, fuck.
That's such a fucking laugh, though.
Honestly, I found the whole evening very fun, and I just wish that more people there were a bit more intoxicated, so that maybe their memory of it wasn't so
vivid.
Yeah, as well. Because I do want to have another party, but like now I'm thinking, I invited I think total there was probably over 20 people there.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of them are going to want to come back to that. Shit.
I will.
Garrett, you will. Well, then no one will. It's fuck the Doctor Who guys there.
For fuck's sake. I'm going to get fucking yapped at by Doctor Who.
That's so funny how you don't remember that. That was if you ask any, that was something everyone remembers, because literally everyone you talk to about Doctor Who.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember going into
I just remember thinking, I hope you don't try and talk about Doctor Who. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Oh, bleep that. Bleep that name.
Bleep that name. Oh, shit.
That was the crazy guy.
Yeah, your birthday was very crazy. Definitely should do that again.
I will. I fucking will. And I'll try and remember to put some photos of the Polaroids.
Invite all the people that came to your party to my house party.
Yeah, shall I?
Yeah.
Have a fucked up, including the crazy guy, right?
No, not the crazy guy.
Genuinely, yeah, I will. Shall I?
Yeah, might as well get the numbers up.
Honestly, I think that's it. It doesn't matter how close you are with someone, as long as there's enough people there.
I mean, they all know who I am. The Doctor Who guy.
Do you want to go to you remember the Doctor Who guy?
Do you want to go to his new house?
Yeah.
Fuck no. God.
It's not, honestly.
I'll sit everyone down. Right, guys, here's my PowerPoint about Doctor Who.
As long as, I don't think people were that serious about it. They were just they just remember you being very drunk and talking about Doctor Who.
That's really funny, though.
It's funny. I found it very, very funny. And I think probably, there's probably some people there who are annoyed, but I think mainly people were focused on the fucking crazy guy.
Yeah.
And I'll try and remember to put some Polaroids up on the screen of
when
the
I was
party.
pissed, probably.
There's one of you sleeping in my lap.
Is there actually?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cute.
There's one of you getting pummeled on the thing. Bouncy castle. Now, Kieren, I feel like we've really... What's the time? We've been going 2 hours and 15 minutes.
I think we should wrap it up.
Oh my god, I actually almost fucking forgot. I can't believe it.
Oh, the picture.
So we'll do it oh, you look fucking cool. Hold up.
Thank you.
Have I got my glasses? Oh, look cool as well.
I think you brought them in. They wasn't in the car, I don't think.
I didn't really wear them on the pod though. I feel bad for it's kind of like I'm lying about what I wore on the pod if I put them on. Oh shit, where are they? They look really fucking cool. Oh, here they are. Oh no. Oh, they're fine. There we go. Wow. Okay, we look pretty cool.
We do look really fucking cool.
Thank you for watching, guys.
See you next time.